This is real life that we're living. Once this guy puts out negative energy and these younger children start seeing these things, these children are going to start thinking it's acceptable. Just remember, what children see certain adults do, they start acting out themselves. What are we living in, people? Why are we making this all acceptable for young people like this to then go out there and then abuse other young people, and we're here gifting him like to say he's doing brilliant? How come so much negative runs society this day and age? And we all know it's negative. Can't we start bucking our ideas up, and if not for ourselves, our younger ones? What's going on out here, people? Seriously. I would like to believe that many of you that are giving your money to somebody, supporting them for all the right causes. Here I am speaking positivity, blowing people like this out the waters, not one gift. But if I was on here with a pair of tight leggings on and a pair of socks with a lipstick and earrings, I guarantee you, people will be like, what the heck? Why is it like this, people? Why can't society as a whole start waking up? Shout out to the gifter, man. Big up yourself. Why can't we start understanding ourselves? Why is people more happy to see somebody bring themselves down instead of trying to uplift themselves? This is why we have such a society of where people don't even know how to maneuver this day and age. People just expect people to do the good, just to give them the goodness. It's crazy. Come on, people, man. We know better, so we should do better. Come on, and we should start showing the younger ones. Just remember, you can't just have a child and just think that you can, your child's just going to learn from the streets. You've got to obviously play your part as well, but obviously you've got to give thanks that you're going to work and obviously providing for that child, so you can't split yourself in two and be two places at once. Do you understand? There's so much parents out there working there to obviously provide for their children and grow them up and raise them in the best way ever. And then they're buying them or getting them a smart device, and then they're turning it on and seeing people like this on their screen acting silly, bruv. Come on, people, we need to start waking up and doing better, man, seriously, because if you don't do better, if you don't start showing better, how are we expecting the younger ones to do better? It's common sense. These children don't have a chance to grow up. We raise them and we drag them up. We're allowing them to sit around us in sitting rooms and, wherever they may be when you're having grown conversations. You're there doing your makeup and your nails in front of them all the time, or dragging them along to the shop because obviously there's no one to look after them and you need those nails done because there's a rave coming up. You're either giving them your bank card to go to the bank. People, we need to start knowing where it starts. We need to start knowing to get to the root of where these children started to fall out of line. People need to understand, bruv, don't ever rely on society and as a whole to do the job that some of us need to be doing. We need to start waking up, people, blood, and start doing what we know's best. I ain't got time to, ask for your attention, for me to speak rubbish in your ears or lies or, make stuff up. It's a waste of my time. If it's a waste of my time, it would definitely be a waste of your time. I'm not here to ask for your attention to waste time. That's not my plan here. What I'm trying to say is there's people like this out here on a day-to-day basis when you've got your younger daughter, your younger sister. You might even be vulnerable yourself. You've got younger females with your mental health. We've got younger males with mental health, and we've got people like this abusing people like that. Every guy this guy deals with, it's either they're going through something, their mental health, they've came out of a homes, they're never always forward. What straightforward woman do you know that you've ever seen this guy with? Straightforward, never. This person's always got something going on. And I'm sorry to put it out there, but I have to because I've got to make sense from nonsense for people to understand. Sorry for if you're going through mental health. Sorry for, this guy's come amongst your way and brought some sort of negativity within your life because he's had such a troubled life himself. It sicks me to the stomach to know that there's people out there that's going through things, and then there's people out there gifting this kind of guy thousands and thousands of pounds to live a lifestyle, but yet he's abusing his energy that you lot's uplifted him with. That's why they say be careful who, you give your energy to. Be careful who, you give your money to. Do you know how much other people that was homeless that would love to have taken the opportunity that this guy took but wouldn't have acted the same way that this guy has? It doesn't make sense. This guy invites females into his house and then tells them that they can't leave or starts taking their valuables so then they can't leave the house. How does that make sense, people? What is going on? Why is this all acceptable? People need to start waking up, man, and start understanding that this life ain't no joke, blood. What are you doing? Where do you see yourself? Why is it that obviously you was once homeless, bro, literally sleeping on the pavements, bro? People took you in, said, here you go, bish, bash, bosh. Before you know it, you found your feet. Why couldn't you have taken that and said, you know what, let me change this round And let me start showing the homeless people that you can make a change. Yet again, another situation that you could have used and put it to a positive. But yet again, another guy that started to talk about he's going to leave the app because of mental health, because what it is, the society gave him so much energy, he built it up to himself. And what did he do with it? Nothing else but negativity. People gave him so much gifts and money for him to be able to live a lifestyle. But what did he do? Get drunk, go out and party. How comes I don't see these guys spending the money and doing up their house and trying to pay for courses to better their mindset? How come I don't see these guys trying to, stack a little change or giving back to the community, going out there? Yes, you did. Don't get me wrong. The one thing I do give him was he tried to start going back and giving to the homeless a bit of soup and a bit of tea. Yeah, he did. And that's what he did. But yet again, another one that got caught up with certain people within the society that he found himself around. Let's not blame apps, people. And here we are. Another guy that's allowed himself around a woman, and then the woman's telling him no, no, no. And here he is saying yes, yes, yes. Why can't, what is not, there's no mean yes nowadays, people. Am I living, do I need to pinch myself to wake up? Why is it that so much young men nowadays can't take no for an answer, or just don't understand when a woman's saying, listen, mate, it's not that? Why does a woman have to say she's on is this that time of the month before certain guys are like, oh, do you know what? And then even then, certain guys will be like, all right, let me see, let me feel it. It's crazy, people. Why is that woman can't just go about their daily business, feel free? They've got to walk with pepper spray. They've got to walk with hot pepper spray. What's going on out here? Like, really? Are you crazy? Like, think about it when we was a bit younger, like your mum talking about she's going party, but you're seeing her reach for pepper spray, or you're seeing her reach for some hot pepper spray from the cupboard. You're going to be thinking, what kind of world are we living in? Then the younger ones are seeing that. But we're going to want them to grow up with a positive mindset, but yet they're seeing mummy leave the yard with pepper spray or coming back in. And what mummies are doing today and daddies are doing today, they're coming back in and they're saying, oh, you know what, I enjoyed my night last night, my man was having me up last night, but you're forgetting that your children are just next door and you're just in the kitchen. It's only like a 3-second walk before, So the children are just listening into everything you're saying, but here you are just chatting away. What happened to the days of where, parents, friends come round and, the children vacate? What happened to them days? Why is it that people can't start living? Why is it that, how the things were before is rubbed out so much? Why has parents allowed it to go such way? When are we going to start waking up? People, man, this needs to stop, because like I said, the more you gift these kind of people is the more that these people are going to feel that they can disrespect people much more on a higher level. Do you know how much, what burns me? What burns me, yeah? Watch this. There's people like myself that, goes out there and tries to make changes to life for the better or for themselves. I don't ask for much. All I ask is for people to tap up the screen. That's all I ask, This guy will go live, make up a whole fake scenario, yeah, with another female that's in the same kind of position as him. And before you know it, they're getting millions of views, millions of views, millions and millions of gifts. But they're showing you nothing but negativities, arguing with a girl or bullying her or running into somebody's house because feds are on their way, and they're sending police to people's house because people are grieving for their lost partner, but they're making it seem like the person's going through mental health. You see the things that these kind of corrupted people's mindset do. But do you know why I say, do you know what, good to him? Let me tell you why. Because this guy already went through rock bottom. So no one can't say, oh, do you know what, he was going through something. He was already at rock bottom and people uplifted him. The guy was on the roads. Get it? On the roads, which means that if no one helped him, he would have been on the roads today. This is what people need to start sitting down and thinking about. Just imagine you was on the roads. Hello, excuse me, can I get £1, please? No, sorry. That's a harsh life to live, and people don't ask for it, it just finds them. So for you to be able to set yourself up on an app, and then people are helping you get to where you need to get, and then you want to turn that around and then abuse other people that's in positions like yourself, but that's a bitter pill for me to swallow. And if any of you lot are supporting that, then bruv, I don't know which kind of world you lot come from. It's time we start waking up, people, man, and stop allowing these stupid people to start corrupting our younger children's mind. And yes, I would stay stupid people because I've given them a long enough time now to make a change. Yes, people go through things and people have their one-off upstays, but listen, don't start putting negative out there for younger children to start watching it and thinking they can start acting like you. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I'm not nobody special, but there's one thing I do know, is that if I'm going to try and bring anything to any young children or anyone's young children's mindset, it's going to be, listen, it's not really worth it, you know. I've been there, done it and did it, and look where I am now. Trust me, it's bummy. If anything, I'm going to make it sound the worstest of what I can for that young child to be like, I'm not even trying to go down that road. I'm trying to go the opposite. Why is it that we're so happy to, yeah, Reba, you might see me in a range. Reba, you could be like me, you know. You could be like me, you know. All you got to do, Reba, is just go country and tell your mum you won't be back for a week. Fault my fault. Why are we like this, people? Why can't we start telling the younger ones to quit the road, get a job, become a manager, a boss, so you can start running your own business, you know, have a family, have a yard, you know, have the wealth within your family, the safety and all of these things, and then before you know it, just grab on. Why is people always wanting the cars, the materialistic things that come along the way? Find yourself a right path, head down the right path and everything will come. Here's a prime example. This guy was homeless on the roads. He found himself with how much views and how many gifts on TikTok. He was making enough money to be able to survive and live well enough to go partying and living in restaurants and taking cabs for however long. Another one that was alcoholic. Another one that was smoking out of the range. Another one that was taking drugs. But quote, stop. Just remember, when you're homeless, you have to do certain things to get yourself through, and who knows. Do you understand? But when you've got yourself out of that position, and you definitely did because you stopped smoking, you stopped this and you stopped that. So why are you then now abusing other females at the most? And when other males are coming at you, you're like, oh, what, do you know what, brother? Why are you going to do that for, brother? Why are you going to do that? I don't need to say no names because loose lips sink ships. But I saw it and heard it from my own eyes. I see a brother. Everybody knows the brother. And Donnie was talking to him like, what? I will come to you now. Donnie shook, nervous. Why? Because he knows. You see that male figure there? If he was to approach him, it's night-night. Do you understand? So this is what I've come to realize about these certain guys. When they know that the person's a problem, they're not on it. Forget it. But when it's a woman and he knows that she's got no energy, can't do nothing for herself, and she's hopeless, this is the reason why this guy will act. And have you not watched it? Go and watch his journey. Every girl that you see him with, or every female that you see him with, should I say, they're always going through something. Do you understand? And what this guy does, he doesn't take them in to better themselves. He takes them in to make it worse. How could you have a girl in your bed and she can't even barely pronounce her name? At this point, I'm calling you nothing but a cab. Furthermore, you're not even getting like this in my premises. Are you crazy? People need to start understanding, you know, not everybody mass is the same as everybody's mass, you know. So she might take a turn for the worse, and now you're going to allow that to happen in your yard. What are we doing, people? Why is people like this? He's got serious issues with what? With women. Of course he has. It's crazy. Talk the talk. I'm just being honest, people, man. It's time to start blowing these people out of the water. I've had enough. I'm fed up. Do you understand? I thought to myself, let me just let people be and just let me not say nothing. But I'm still not even being negative, people. I'm just trying to bring awareness to people's mindsets about people like this, that we build up, that we make somebody, that we, you know, he was a nobody. Go and look at my page. I've uploaded one video. I've got many more. I've got statements from this guy where he's got court cases, bruv, of abusing women. Do you understand? This guy's on bail right now as we speak. Well, not right now as we speak. This guy was on bail for, you know, having a domestics. Then he caught up with another woman. Then another woman. And then now he's in jail for rape and strangulation on another woman. How much women have I just mentioned? That's only 4 that we know of. There's many more. I can go on. I've got, listen, people, listen, let me show you something. You see, with me, I don't have nothing about anyone until my mind sets on them. I told you already, bruv, I will get details about you that many of you won't even know that I can get. Don't be silly. Many of you are like, yeah, rock up to my yard then, rock up to my yard. If I know that your postcode is going to be the postcode, do you know why I'm not going to rock up? Because what am I rocking up for? If I'm just trying to show you to change your life around. But if it's that party and you're saying this, that, I see many people talk about, send your postcode. Bruv, you see with me, I'm about it, I don't care. But let me tell you one thing, no. I've noticed that many people are quick to send their postcode and their postcode and their postcode, but they're either sending one, a negative postcode, there's no way it don't exist, or 2, they're mostly going to wait till they come and be like, oh, you know it's all for TikTok, brother, man. You know it's all a joke, fam. It's not even like that, fam. And who knows? I do believe I've said a lot. So obviously, don't obviously feel no way if you don't. I mean, if you're pressing to obviously, you know, rise up and obviously, you know, I mean, rise you in the box, you know. But I'm gonna rise up the box in about 10 minutes. No, not even less than that. But I just want to finish off, letting people know about this guy, because there's so much to fulfill with this guy. I've got so much of, evidence and information of this guy, blood. People will say show proof. Realistically, you see my page. I took so much energy to build up my page, and certain things are best left unsaid. But if people do want to know, I wouldn't even waste my time. I've seen it. I know what I know. And this is why I'm confident and so confident about this punk. This punk here is violating women. He's disrespecting females on a day-to-day basis. But here we are, gifting this guy on a day-to-day basis. What is going on with society, brother? And why is people around these kind of people? I would like to believe that if you're around this guy, ain't you as bad as him? Or would people say, oh, when I found out what he was like, I distanced myself? But this guy was doing lives about himself, doing things. So people should know about certain things, because many people was watching him. This guy was going live with thousands of views. But yet he's doing nothing but negativity. Did you hear that? Why is society like this, people? What is going on out here? But then yet we will look at our children and be like, why do you act like that? What's wrong with you? I done a live when we heard people talking about roadblocks. I swear the younger children are watching roadblocks. But it starts from there. This is what goes to show you how corrupted the society is. And all of us, how much of you lot allow your children to watch roadblocks? But then people are allowed to take pictures of roadblocks. There's an app on there for that. There's an app on there to speak to your younger child on roadblocks. But here we are as adults and, not seeing. Many of you will be like, is there? You don't even know that it's got it on roadblocks, but you're allowing your child to sit down and play with roadblocks. We had a young lady rise up in the box and say her young child got upset because, he was on a stage in roadblocks and, he couldn't pass that stage and got really upset about it. How much of you lot's children are playing these stupid games, Roadblock, Midnight, what's it called? Fortnite and all of this crap. And then all you can hear is your child shouting in the room, no, shut up, what's going on with this society, bro? And all you as a parent can say, shut up, stop the noise next door. Come on, you lot must know that. Come on, my people, man, seriously. This is happening right now as we speak, people, seriously. Am I on one again? No, I'm not on one. I'm not at all. What I am on is this guy that needs to start bringing a change to people's mindsets, because he can draw in a crowd. I'll give him that. But then why don't you draw in a crowd and start bringing a change to people's mind on a positive note, not a negative one, a positive. This guy's out there abusing females and, disrespecting females, running up in people's homes, sending police to people's houses because, he feels that they're not in a good place. But this guy wasn't in a good place himself. If you go and look at my page, you would see him there at a little homeless unit getting tea because he's homeless himself. But TikTok and people from TikTok gifted him and made him become something of himself, Made him get the confidence to go to the homeless shelter. Made him get the confidence to build himself up to get a hostel. So instead of him thanking everybody and thanking the community in a whole and giving back to the community and i.e., showing other homeless people that they can make it out and make it because he was once such way and he's got proof to prove that, he's then turned it around and he's then abusing females, trying to take their items so they can't leave his property when they happily go to his property. He throws parties, he gets the females drunk and he doesn't want to drink himself, but he makes it seem like such way. When they get drunk, that's when he starts his trap. Why is that acceptable for this young guy to do this? To the point of where he's incarcerated now and he's obviously waiting on he's on remand. He's gone to trial already, but it's got retrialed and now more evidence has come to light. But this is a guy that many people will sit on their phone, top up their credit and gift this guy. But here I am speaking about this. Not for you, for your younger children. Not for them, for their people, them that's watching it. So anywhere that they go, they can say, Rav, you hear daily antics, because, bruv, I swear down, he's talking truth about those guys that just move negative online. That's what I'm doing. Do you see gifts? No. But that's what the difference between me and them, they need it. Do you see the difference? They need to have that. They rely on it. This is why they go away, they come off of TikTok and think, what can I do next for people to gift me? What I come on TikTok and say is, what truth and awareness, what can I put out there for people to take from and their younger ones to take from? Could you see the difference of how we think? He will think, what can we make up? What lies can we make up to get gifted from the community? Because we know we've got them in the hand. We've got them right in our palms, people. So what can we make up? Have you noticed? He will go and link all of these people that are close and gets numbers risen up on TikTok. Why? Because obviously now, this is where he starts. People, I don't need to lie and make anything up. Nothing at all is made up. There's proof out there that you can go and look for yourself. This guy is an abuser. This guy is nothing but a rapist, and this guy is nothing but a female, mainly abuser. Because when males I've seen, you know, say A or B to him, this guy ain't on nothing. This guy is trying to see his way off when it's males. When it's ladies now, I see the ladies saying A and B, and he's trying to see his way to where they are to try and violate them. And this is what people need to start understanding. When it's males, you're seeing your way off. When it's females, you're seeing your way to try and find where they are to try and violate them. Can you see the difference? He is a coward, this person, people. Nothing but a coward. I can promise you that. He is nothing but a coward. Many people that know what he's up to and they're supporting what he's doing and laughing and grinning with him and going around him, they need to start understanding what kind of negative person that this person is. Because from you're allowing yourself to put your own energy around him, that means you're allowing yourself to accept what this guy is doing, which means that you must become and you must be part of the negative energy that with what he's got going on. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. So if you're rolling with this kind of character, your character must be, if not the same, something similar. But you know what, people, like I said, I'm going to rise the box up, but I'm going to wait for more than 2 people to rise. And obviously, if you've got anything to say about this guy, good or bad, it's up to you what you want to say. But like I'm saying, people, please, with respect, if people do rise up in the box, please, people, take their time and obviously, you know, allow people to say their part, whether it's good or bad. If you don't agree with what someone's saying, still allow them to land. That's if people do want to rise up in the box and speak about this coward, then no problem. But please allow people to land and have their say. Please show people the respect. And just remember, other people are watching and we're putting awareness out there for people that are going through these kind of things on a day-to-day basis. We've got younger ones watching people like this, and there's many more to come. Many more to come, people. So if you're a beginner follower, please give my page a like, follow and subscribe. Repost the video, please, people, because obviously, like I said, many people need to hear what's going on. And if many more people hear and you get it shared out to many other people will get the awareness of, you know, cowards like this. So many people can start talking to their children about cowards like this, because like I said, without us, you know, making people understand with what's going on, then people would always forever keep gifting people like this. This is what we need to start understanding. Blowing people out of the water, so people need to know where and when they're spending their money. I'm not telling you what to do. You've earned your own money. You spend it what you feel to do. If you want to go out there and, you know, pay for grass, you do that. But all I'm saying to you now is just please be alert and be wise. When you're paying for these guys to try for their entertainment, for your phone, your niece or your nephew could be watching it on their phone and be acting out the acts that this guy is doing. So here you are gifting this guy and paying him, but here he is acting in such negative way for your niece or your nephew or, you know, your cousin's younger one to watch and then act out such negative acts. So would you agree with that? Would you agree if you heard that he done something like what he's done and then you heard your nephew did it because, you know, he saw Tommy doing it and thought it was okay and acceptable, but here you are. We've got the other auntie over there gifting him though. She's gifting him. Would you say that she's a good person, or would you say that she's part of the problem? Let's start the problem. Let's start bringing solutions, people, because we know what the problems are. Let's start bringing solutions. Do you understand? Trust me, people, man. Like I said, anyway, I'm going to wait for more than, one person to want to rise. And once they rise up in the box, people, I'll let you lot speak, and you can speak on for however long it is that you want to speak on. We're here for a long day, people. I'm promising you this now. It's not a joke. If we have to be on here for 5 hours, I'm willing to give 5 hours of my time, because let me tell you why. I am here to put awareness out there for these people that need awareness told to them. Please, people need to wake up. Do you understand? Please give my page a follow, like and subscribe if you believe what I'm doing is positive. You go and look at the guy. It's the first, well, it's not the first video. It's the first video below the first video that you would see this guy homeless. Nothing but homeless. You would feel sorry for him if you saw him, and that's what many people saw in him, why they felt sorry for him. An innocent young guy that's homeless that could do with a bit of help. So here they are, and they helped him. And then here he is disrespecting people. Like I'm saying, my people, I'm just going to wait for another a person or two to want to rise up. If you do, don't feel forced. But like I said, there's many people sitting behind the camera that want to rise up to speak about certain things about this guy, but don't want to. They're nervous. They're scared. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're a bit nervous. And this was all I'm saying, my people. It's a bit crazy. People need to start waking up, man. There's so much people that I'm expecting to come up in the box, but if you don't, then you don't. I know the levels. If you do, then you do. But all I'm saying to you is, please, if you rise up, please have the respect for one another. Please show one another the respect, because like I'm saying, this is going to be a long day, people. I don't want to start showing too much proof about this guy. Do you understand? But like I said, one by one, I'm going to be blowing these people out of the water that I believe that's on this internet thing, and they're bringing negative to the people, for our younger ones to see. I don't agree with it. It's a problem for me. And if it's a problem for me, I would like to believe it's a problem for you. And if it's not a problem for you, that means you support it, and that means you entertain it. And if you support it and entertain it, that means you're just as bad as him. We're not doing that, people. We're going to start making a change. 2025 is on its way real soon. So let's start now. Let's not wait for no New Year's. Saying, oh, you New Year's revolution. That's a lot of crap. We need to start blowing these people through the water now. So in New Year's, they don't have a New Year's. Because like I said, many of you lot are supporting these kind of people to have a Christmas. Without you lot gifting these people, certain people won't be able to have a Christmas. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing when these people are being nothing but negative to your screens for your younger ones to see and start acting in that way. People need to start understanding what's going on outside. Where do you see yourself? What's going on? Are you happy? And if you're not happy, this could be a person that's adding to the part of the problem that's making your young ones stress out and making them stress out and stress you out while you're feeling that way. Big up everyone that's obviously, sending gifts. Big up everyone that's obviously sending hearts. It means a lot. Big up everyone that's tapping up the screen because it's appreciated. But all I'm saying is, people, please, if you've got anything to say about this little muppet, please rise up and say what it is you got to say. Don't feel away. Don't make nobody make you feel like you can't speak your mind. People might disagree with you, but just remember, you're only speaking what you believe is facts. Do you understand? Big up the gifter, man. It means a lot. People, keep them coming. It's appreciated. Do you understand? All I'm saying is, like I said, people, when you send gifts, I am going to reverse that money and give it back into the community. And like I said, I'm only showing proof of what I do. So coming up to Christmas, remember, I'm not going to wait for Christmas to be Christmas. I'm going to wait for maybe I will say that the 10th onwards, the 10th of December onwards, you're going to see me giving gifts out to people. Now, that is you lot's money that you gifted me with that I'm giving back to the community. And that's my thanks that I could say thank you for. There is guys that you would gift. This guy on your screen, you would gift. He ain't giving nothing back to the community. Nothing at all. Not one thing. And watch, people, I'm showing the proof. Shout out to the gifter, man. It means a lot. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be showing you proof. I'm going to be uploading it to my page. And I'm not uploading it to my page to boost who I am. I'm just uploading it to my page to show you guys that the money that you happily gave me and gifted me, here I am giving it back out into the community for people that I believe need it. There's people like that need quilt blankets, pillows, socks, little bits and bobs to keep them healthy and comfy right now. Because right now, many of people are in their house and they're freezing cold. So think about the people that's out there. That's where my man drifts off to. But I'm not saying for many of you lot to think that. That's for me. That's for me to give back. But like I said to many of you lot, big up the gifts, big up yourself for obviously sending gifts and whatnot, because like I said, that's what I do with my gifts, and I will obviously show proof of me doing that. But anyway, back to what I was getting at. People need to understand that, listen, please stop gifting people like this. These people are predators. They're preying on your daughters. If not, they're preying on you. But what they try to do is they get you intoxicated. They invite you round. They get you intoxicated. And before you know it, bish, bash, bosh, they're trying to get you and pull you in. If not, they're trying to take your phone. They're trying to take your bag. They're trying to take something for you to obviously try and stay there. Big up the gifter, man. It means a lot. It's appreciated. Keep them coming, people, please. Tap up the screen. It's appreciated. All I'm saying, people, all I'm going to do, there's one person that wants to rise, but obviously I'm going to wait for somebody else that wants to arise, and I'll accept them both so we can all talk. But all I'm saying is I'll let them talk first, So if you feel that you want to speak anything about this guy, this little negative source, big up the gifters, man. It means a lot. Keep them coming, my people. It's appreciated. If you want to speak about anything negative or positive about this guy, then you do that. Like I said, I'm not here to speak nothing but negative, because like I said, people do good. Maybe maybe just that I just don't know. But everything I see about this guy is nothing but negativity. I see him violating females on a big, large scale. I see him crowing down to males, and I do see him doing a lot of negative stuff within the society. But what upsets me and what brings pain to my heart about this guy is this guy can go out there and make something of himself. He really can. Like, he can go out there and, he can draw a crowd. People take to this guy. But if they knew what he was like behind closed doors, like many other people wouldn't really even try to entertain him. Do you understand? And there's many people out there that need, the support from many of you guys to get to where they want to get. But you lot are always supporting the negativity. Why is that? Why is that there's people out there that's doing nothing but positive stuff, but then there's many people out there that's accepting and embracing the negative stuff. And then what you're doing is you're laughing about it and showing your child, look at him. And then your child seeing you gift a guy that's doing such negativity. What are you showing that child? What's that child growing up to believe? What are you thinking that child? What is that child going to, start to embrace within life? 1 minute. Let's start making sense from nonsense, people. Seriously. Like, look, what is going on? When are we going to start waking up? When are we going to start taking the right the right opportunities to start telling our younger ones how to maneuver and what to look out for, especially predators like this. These people are predators, they're vultures. They wait for people to prey on. And what they do, they wait for vulnerable women. Women that's left care homes, women that's got alcohol problems, women that's going through mental health, women that's, that's what they do. This is what these people do. They prey on little children. My bad. They prey on younger women or women that goes through things. I'm going to rise people in the box now, people. So, but all I'm saying is people have respect. You know what I mean?
Hello.
Yo, big up yourself, my brother. Welcome.
Hello, mate. You all right?
How you doing, sir? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just at work. Listen, just a question. What's happened to Tommy? Because I used to watch him, right? And I've just been listening to you, and I'm trying to make head and tail of it, and I don't know what's going on. I know he's off the app. Is he in jail or?
No problem. If you bear with me, give me 60 seconds, I'll run you through it. This guy now, obviously, as you know, you said you used to watch him just like many other people used to watch him. But what you need to realize, he's been incarcerated for raping a young female and obviously strangulation. That's proof, it's facts. That's what he's been charged with.
Oh, wow.
He's been charged with it. What happened was, he went to trial. Obviously, one case got dismissed, but then got brought back up because new evidence came to light. What happened was, I think it was the young female, let me not speak too much because she can be out there listening. She obviously didn't have as much evidence that could have, got it to where it needed to get. But what happened was she went back and got the evidence that she needed. So this guy now that he was happily watching, which many other people, thousands of people was happily watching, and has now, is incarcerated right now as we speak because, he holded down the woman and couldn't take no for an answer. It's crazy.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. But listen, you keep doing what you're doing, man. Bring awareness and everything and stay strong, man.
Big up yourself, my brother, man. I appreciate that. You have a productive evening, bro.
Cheers. Can you drop me? Because I don't know how to do it yet. I'm going to keep watching though, yeah?
No problem, my guy. Big yourself up. Done now.
You, take care.
No. But you see what I'm saying, people? Here we have it. We need to start waking up on a bigger scale. More than two people can, if you want to rise in the box, like I said, if it's more than two people, I'll rise you, no problem. Do you know what I mean, my people? But I just need to see more than two people that want to rise in the box. That's if you do. Don't feel out of your way. Don't feel like, you can't come up in the box and say what it is that you want to say. Don't feel like somebody's going to stop you from saying what you want to say. But the main thing that's important is many people feel that other TikTokers are going to see them, or other people that's on TikTok's going to see them and be like, Rod, you think I didn't see you saying this and saying that? Now, this is the problem that we have. Putting a blocker on somebody else's lips without you even saying it, because obviously they feel that you're going to judge them or you're going to disrespect them or violate them. And this is what I would say, people like that is part of the problem. People like that is part of these people. People like that needs to get blown out of the waters, because like I said, people that are supporting people like this are to do with it. If I'm walking around a guy and I know a guy is doing, goes to schools and looks at, certain little young children and takes pictures, and I'm supporting it, I'm seen with him and speaking to him, then I'm just as bad as him. Because like I said, when people see other people doing negative stuff and I'm around you, I'm supposed to tell you like, listen, what we doing here? We're not doing that. Like, what are we really doing here? We're not doing that. And if I can't say that and make a change to you, rude boy, I'm brazen out. You can't be around me, because I don't entertain nothing negative, especially when you are trying to bring, these younger ones' minds to what you're doing. Let's stop supporting the crap people and start making these younger ones know what's going on. This guy's in jail for great right now as we speak. He's not having a nice time. He's having a difficult time, well, I would like to believe, because that place, they don't respect guys like that. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say, people. Trust me, it's crazy. Let's rise up and start, speaking facts about this guy. But like I said, my people, let's show respect as well to people, because, people are obviously building up their confidence to come up in the box and speak. So let's hear people for what they've got to say. Welcome, my people. Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I've never followed this guy, and I've never willingly given him any of my time. But obviously, sometimes when you're on the For You page and you're scrolling through, is this the guy that was once with, I think, is it Gemma's daughter at some point? I think he is. He's a very tactical person. Like I would call him dumb. Like, I wouldn't entertain him for 5 minutes, but only because I have experience of men like that previously. But I don't know what's happening on these platforms anymore, because it seems to be that only the wrong and the clout chasers and the gifters and the big mouths and the two-faced nasty people, they seem to be the only one that people invest their time and money in.
Yeah. They change the tactics.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Carry on, my love. Carry on. She would have to wait. 1 minute, miss.
Sorry, sweetheart. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And unfortunately, like I've got a daughter, my daughter's 22, and I look around and I see people like this. And I'm like, if this is all we've got to look forward to, because it seems to be coming more and more prevalent. People are treating people a certain type of way, and it's being celebrated almost. And that scares me. That scares me, because there's a lot of women that's going to be in your comments tonight and watching, and maybe they won't even feel brave enough to comment, that I've experienced, including myself, by the way, experienced things at the hands of men like this guy who are not worth a light. And in ordinary circumstances, you wouldn't tolerate these things from a stranger on the street. But when you end up investing your time and being in a relationship and forming an attachment, even if it's a trauma bond, which it usually is, to these people, you become blind and you don't see what's happening to you, and everybody's screaming at you from the outside and you can't see out. You just can't see out. But the people that watch and celebrate and enable and gift these people, like, they're part of the problem. They're a real big part of the problem, unfortunately.
Definitely agree.
It's a serious matter, because you're talking about strangulation being involved. That that's literally like a millimeter physically, and that could have gone really bad. I understand. And these girls, having been in an abusive relationship, everybody screams at you, why didn't you just leave? Like, if you haven't been on the wrong side of that stuff, you'll never understand. You'll never understand. And sometimes you just can't. And sometimes they have torn you down so low, you don't even think to leave, because when you've gone through abuse, be it physical or mental, lots of people generally end up becoming empaths, because you need to survive, right? So you need to read the room. You watch body language, you understand what's going on, and you look at things differently, and you think, like, I can fix him. A lot of these girls feel like they're hospitals or psychologists, and they're like, oh, bless him, because girls get lost in all of the nature stuff, and like, women are built to love and to nurture. And I'm sorry, but a lot of girls think they can make things better, and you can't, and you don't always know what you're dealing with, and they're jumping into things and they're out of their depth because they just can't deal with. These are master manipulators. They're psychic vampires. They're powerful people. What I call a real man, would look at him and think he was a dunce and pop him straight out on the street. But a woman ain't got a chance against him, a vulnerable woman, because they pick their victims, they're calculated.
Facts.
He will never try to get with a woman that's got a career or a head on her shoulders, or try to move forward, or a positive attitude, or, like she's a bit clued up. He will run a million miles from a woman like that, because she'll sniff him out instantly. But anybody that's gone through trauma, that shows that they've got low self-esteem, maybe they're not the prettiest girl, like conventionally according to society, like maybe she's come from a care home, or you might know a bit about her background, she's come from a tough life, that's the one he's after. Because that's what he can get, what he wants. He can literally get what he wants, and it might not be straight away, but in time, these people gradually break you down, and because it's done piece by piece, you as the victim don't even know it's happening. And all your friends and your family and people that love you watch it on a daily and get their hearts torn out too.
You are spot on. You are spot on about that, Fluffy Gracie.
1 minute, Queen. So, Miss Equi, is it Equi? What was you going to say? Miss Equi, you had something to say? Hello, Miss.
Who, me? No, I'm not Miss.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead. Go, 1 minute. All right. So after Queenie, let you go, because Miss Unique or whatever ain't speaking. But go on, Queenie. Go on, speak. Go ahead.
I agree with what Fluffy Gracie said about that narcissistic and abusive men target specific women. Yes, they do tend to go for those who are vulnerable. But what I've noticed is that they always target women who are neurodiverse, like have ADHD and autism because they have trouble knowing what people's intentions are. And we use that much as an advantage just to harm them. But you know, I mean, I'm neurodivergent, and I am very, very careful about what guy tries to approach myself, because I was a victim. I was in an abusive relationship myself with a narcissist, and it was a awful experience. I was told, I mean, he only targeted me for one reason, and it's because I was vulnerable and I had low self-esteem back then. But I've learned to love myself. Yeah, I've learned to love myself. Anyone want to go after me? Anyone want to talk?
I understand what you're saying when it comes to neurodivergence, but I actually think that some of these men can actually cause mental problems, you know. You might have been okay prior to that, but it causes such a trauma to the brain when you go through an emotional attack as well as physical, that you can actually develop problems. I did. After my relationship, I did. Like, the relationship that affected me was actually 25 years ago. I'm 48 now. And although I would like to consider myself healed in most ways, it still does have an effect on me to this very day. Like, these guys don't realise. Well, they probably do. They don't even care, do they? So that's the thing. But what is most frustrating for me is that these guys, like, that they are so intimidating to a woman. But just for 5 minutes, go sit with some real men. Just 5 minutes. See if you can stay in a room. I'm not talking about threats of violence and let's do this and that. Just literally be able to be present with some real men in the room, and they can't do it because they know. And they know that the men will sniff out that they're weak, just like the victims they are looking for. These people have real problems, you know. And I don't believe in all this rehabilitation, because this stuff is calculated. This is calculated. Like, the guy knows what he's doing. He plans who he preys on. He plans what he's going to do. He plans what he wants out of it. I ain't got no time for it, honestly. And I beg all young girls, like, if in doubt, leave it out. Just stay away. Literally stay away. Don't
Is women say that they want good men? That doesn't even make sense.
What?
Is women say that they want good men? That doesn't even make sense.
He's reading out what Tommy's got written on his screen.
Well, we all know about Tommy. He's not the smartest.
So any road. Women, right, what about us men? We get beat off fucking women. I got beat for 9 years.
That's true. That is true.
Of course, women can be abusive as well. But another thing I've noticed about abusive narcissists is that they are very, very calculating.
Of course.
They know every single trick in the book.
Of course.
And I'm speaking from experience. They know when to push your buttons.
I think there's many women that have, unfortunately, in one way or another, there's a lot of vulnerable women that have suffered these things. But I also think that through social media, we're also in danger of, like, everybody's putting men down, and men are also, their feelings are being disregarded to a degree. I think it's a very fine line that all of us are treading now, to be honest. Myself included. I'm up here tonight talking about this, Wally, you know, like, but it does work both ways. It just so happens that Daily Antics subject for tonight is this gentleman here, and what do we think about what's going on? So that's obviously what I'm talking about. And the guy needs to stand up for you as far as I'm concerned.
I think there's the wider problem is about promoting these type of people, and quite rightly what Antics is saying, you know, the influence that it's having, like on the younger people as well, when they see that people like that are doing well, you know, and it would appear that other people really like their content and are gifting and all of this. And if, you know, the impact on young minds is, oh, it's okay to be like that, you know, because these people are doing well. Look, you know, thousands of people like them and they're gifting them and now they're doing all right. And, you know, they've got all these friends around them, you know. So I think it's like, and society, really.
Can I speak?
Going off on a
I
deep
think
rant
it's
about
disgusting how they all gifted him all unis.
1 minute, big bear. 1 minute, because obviously let Vonnie speak and you can go straight after him, my guy.
Yeah,
please.
sorry.
No problem, my guy, no problem. Go on, Vonnie, carry on, sorry.
Okay, thank you. So, like, even if we think about, which I know is kind of spreading the net far, but we think about who we idolise in our society also. Like, you know, from all the rap stars, whatever, you know, we have this certain P, you know, like with all of the court cases now coming out and everything, you know. And people have idolised those type of people for a long time. You know, yeah. The signs have been there. And even in all the videos, all of that, you know, they portray a certain image and it's usually pretty much naked women, half naked women, you know, running around in all of that. And so this is the thing, you know, we have to change as a society to not idolise that type of behaviour. And then, so you can kind of understand where younger people are coming from, that in this guy's particular case, you know, that he is treating women as an object. If he wants that, that's what he's going to do. There's nothing about consent in there. He's just going to take what he wants to take, you know. And again, as you were talking about narcissism, we're run by narcissists, you know, all over the flipping world. And like, you know, us as people, we need to speak out more against this behaviour. And we need to teach our young people that this behaviour is not okay. And this type of person needs to be shunned in our society.
That for you lot to see, bruv. You lot think that's how he lives on his day-to-day basis? Come on, people. We need to start waking up and seeing better and doing better, blood. And if that's what it is, cool. Because like I said, don't get me wrong, it's better you eat with your hands than you eat with the metal spoons that they provided for you. But it's better you start eating correctly than if you're going to eat correctly. Use wooden spoons then. Let's bring it back way back when. People don't want me to go back into back into the days about what's going on, you know, because trust me, I will keep you lot focused for time. This girl here, she goes on live, she begs for gifts, she goes on, she, you know, like even down to the things that you're with Matap, you're with Modine, you're with Chris, you're with Tommy. How are you showing any young female right now this is the correct full way to live? Then you've made a tune. You was just better off doing TikTok, making that tune and kicking back. I promise you the most probably become something better of yourself. My name is C-Baddy. My name is Addy. Yeah, cool, fair enough. I get that. I hear that. I hear it. You would have become something cool. That's silly what you're doing. But yet again, you're now moving down the negative road. You're putting yourself in places you shouldn't be. And you're using the excuse of, I was in the homes. Cut the crap. Stop chatting shit. Sick and tired of people like that, man. You know what I'm trying to say? You're using that and abusing it. There's really people that's coming out of these places that really need help, that really need people's help. Shout out to the gifter, man. It means a lot, man. I see you there. It's appreciated. This is the most time I've seen the most gifts of me speaking. But then there's people like that will be on your screens and give. You know, like that. And I don't hate though, by the way, people. I'm just trying to say, could you see the corruption and the negativity of how the society that we live in? Big shout out to the heart, man. It means a lot. It's appreciated. I see you there. Keep them coming, my people. Tap up the screen. You know them way there. But then there's many, many people, not just many other people out there that's doing positive stuff, trying to take positive steps and positive moves. I don't see their page getting tapped up. I don't see them. And these people are doing this on a day-to-day basis, people. Come on, what are you doing? Why are you so naive and negative? Where are you in your place of life of obviously if you feel that what these people are doing is acceptable? Pick up yourself, Misha. I see you there, man. Means a lot. Word. Come on, man. What are we doing, people? Where is your mindset? Why aren't we focused? Oh, we are focused, but why are we allowing these people to act like it's okay? Why are we doing that? Doing that. Doing that. Where are we in our... We must think it's acceptable. Do you understand what I'm saying, my people? We need to start waking up and start, pulling our fingers out of our behind and start knowing that these people are nothing but corruption, blood. That's it. It's finished. Time over. When Tommy comes out and he goes live, he should stay on 0. He'll be like, wait there 1 minute, there must be something wrong. Set up a whole nother page. Yeah, my name's Tommy and 0 views. Wait there, what's going on? Set up another page and 0 views. Yeah, that's what we should be seeing. No gifts. That's what you should be seeing. To wait until he tells himself, wait there, I've messed up big time. Because if he comes out and he does the same thing and you lot are gifting, where are you not going to make him know that he's made a mistake? All he's going to believe he can be out there and just do it again and again and again. How? How? Trust me, people, man. People, I'm going to rise the box, yeah? With great respect. I'm going to rise the box on the panel so you lot can speak and say what you got to say. Now, what happened to Tommy? He's in prison, incarcerated. He grabbed the girl by her throat and he's in there for grape. He got a retrial and he's still on remand for grape. That's about the 4th girl he's disrespected. But anyway, as I'm saying, people, I'm going to rise the panel and please with respect. I know many people are going to be passionate. If you want to rise up, if you don't, then cool. But if you want to rise up, don't allow anybody else to make you feel that you can't rise up to say what you want to say. Be proud and loud. If you've walked and talked an experience and you've lived an experience with this woman, let me be respectful, then you rise up and speak it if that's what you want to do. Don't allow somebody else, or because someone else is in a box might make you feel away, or you might not want to say it because other people's got more clout than you and you feel like they're going to get onto you. Speak your mind. Speak what you've been through. Speak because you never know what other changes or what other help that might bring to somebody else. Shout out to the Hartman. I see you there. I'm only here to bring nothing but positivity, facts, and the truth to your lot screens. If I can make a change in the society for a whole, I will. But if I could change one person's mind, then I'm happy with that. But please, people, I don't dislike no one. I don't hate no one, and I ain't got no time to speak bad about no one. All I'm doing is bringing back to an attention of what many people know already about these negative people that come up on our children's screens and that show them nothing but negativity or making them feel that it's a correct and a right way to how to get through in life. It is not. Go and get a 9 to 5, go and work and go and live life the correct way of how you're supposed to live, and then maybe people will start supporting you in a correct way and the community will back you the right way, and maybe you would start moving positive and getting positive outcomes. Shout out to the Hartman, I see you there. Word up. Do you know them way there? Trust me, it's appreciated. I'm sick and tired of people using the mental health when the mental health don't need to be used, because it's always crazy how I've come to understand that every time you go to press live, you always seem to be going through something. Now, like I said, it's always good to, if you want to press live because you're going through something to show people what you're going through and what's going on, then fair enough, no problem. But how comes every single time Modine, Tommy, Rajante, let me not say too much, always seems to press live when there's always a negative and nothing of a result to get out of that? How comes they always end the live when the result's about to come? I've always said, you see with me, I always come with the problem and I always show the solution. That's how I've always forever based. Because you see with me, people always like to argue, but then if you was to just sort out the solution, the argument wouldn't occur. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If I was to argue with you, my people, and you was to bicker, where have you been? Babe, listen, I know what you're saying, I know what it looks like, but just listen, calm yourself down and we'll speak about it. Do you understand? Or if I just back it out and show you the proof there and then. So you keep calm and calm down. There's many ways how to deal with things, people. It's just that many other people choose to deal with it on a wrong note. But anyway, with great respect, I'm going to raise the panel now, people. And like I said, if you feel like you want to come up and speak and say your piece, please do that. At the same time, I'm going to wait for more than, 2 people to want to come into the box. And obviously, once they've come into the box and they've said their piece, then like I said, it is what it is. Don't allow nobody else to affect you. People that's outside the screen watching, I see you there. Big yourselves up, man. Trust me, it means a lot. I'm not playing this game anymore of, you know, these people that's out there, negativity on our screens. I ain't got time for it, my people. I'm sick and tired of it. So anyway, I'm going to rise the box now, people. And with great respects, that's to show everyone, and let's just appreciate and respect everybody in a whole. Do you understand? Because like I said, many people are gonna want to come up and say their piece. So what I'm saying, my people, is with great respect, obviously, you know, it is what it is. But this girl here, she brings nothing but negativity to our screens. Yes, Big Bear, good evening. Big up yourself. I'll see you there.
Yo, what's up? I've been talking about this girl today on my stream. Yeah. But I'm watching the videos, like the past videos. Let me tell you. I'm looking at all the. I'm looking at all like the videos, everything. I think the girl's corrupt. And looking at the past 2-day videos when she got arrested, she done a snitch on Millie, yeah. And she said the reason why she snitched because she didn't want her phone seized. I think there's some hidden shit between her and Tommy. That's why, innit? I'm saying like fake space, all them lot. They made Tommy into a monster, innit? Right? And I'm thinking like all safe space and all that are the next Jimmy Savile, Gary Glitter, all them lot, Wealth Harris. So I'm accusing them for that. They're the next version of them. And that is a big allegation what I'm making, and I'm sussing this story out. And I see her, with Chyanne, she's acting like Jeffrey Epstein's missus, isn't it? So like her and Tommy, can't you see Jeffrey Epstein? Do you know what I'm saying? Like Chyanne. Yeah, like Chyanne, she's doing all these crocodile tears and all this shit. She ain't realising what she's doing. She's getting all these unis, all this shit, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm keeping it calm and relaxed still, but...
That's right, bro. Yeah, of course. Obviously, obviously today's going to be a nice life. As long as it goes that way with respect. But this girl here, yeah, bro, have you not seen The Ring? Like I said, there's many more other people that I'm going to bring up. And obviously, don't worry, this is just the starting of many. But what I'm trying to say to many other people, that can you not see the corruption that she's bringing to many young people's mindset?
Yeah, that's what it is. Back in my times, it was like, who was it? Like KSI, Ali A, everyone wanted to do that FIFA shit and like gaming shit back in the day, right? Since this TikTok shit, with all these creators doing what they're doing now, it's like people have no respect. Do you know what I mean?
Facts, I would definitely agree with you, 100%.
Am I okay to put in?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Hi.
Welcome.
What's your name, sir?
Misha, you go off. Is it Misha? Go on, Misha. Go on 1 minute. I'm Cal.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Daily Antics. Daily Antics.
Yeah, God, I mean, I'm 58. Right. I'm an old bird, but I brought 3 children up on my own. I brought them up the way I was brought up, with to respect people, and more so have respect for themselves. And looking at Chyanne, I've been on the app about 3 years, I think, and it's just been a drama after drama with this girl, and it's scary because I think something really bad's going to happen to her. You know, you hear from, don't you? Because you hear all sorts of things, what's going on.
Definitely.
It is scary, you know, and I've seen I know a little bit about her, not much, but I just wish that, you know, they would have more respect for themselves, what they do on here, because they've got to live with that, haven't they? You know, when they get older, are they going to look back at that and think, oh, should have done this, shouldn't have done that? Because once it's out there, isn't it?
That's it, 100%. Once it's been said, it's been said.
You know, and what your children are going to listen to that? It's not very nice, is it? But they just need to have... I know it's hard for kids, it really is, because I've got a grandson at 17. He's autistic, my grandson, but so he doesn't really go out on his own or anything, but yeah, it's scary. And I've got a granddaughter at 8 and my daughter, and I'm saying she's 8, but it's not long till the teenagers, are they? And they want to go out and do stuff, and which she's very protective over them, you know. She's got morals, and I think that's what people are lacking, to be fair, morals. But if they're not seeing it at home, now I'm not saying all parents are not like that, because they're not. Like you said, they can be respectful in the house, and then they go outside and they're a totally different person. You can only instill in them what what you can, what they'll take on. But when they get to teenagers and stuff, it's hard to keep them in, isn't it? It's not, you can't, you've got to let them go and do stuff, but you're scared at the same time. I don't know whether you agree with me with that, because I'm a bit older. I've probably seen a lot of these on here, they've probably not got kids, have they? Yeah.
That's the gospel truth, 100%. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of people that's out there that's really living it, and because you're an older one, you've seen a lot, and most probably you're most probably the generation that's living in society right now where you're trying to talk to these younger ones, and it's like you feel like they're not listening to you because they believe that you don't understand what's going on, where you've lived a lifestyle of what we've lived. It's just that the times have changed, that's all. And this is what these younger ones don't understand. The respect's gone through the window.
A lot of pressure on the kids. There is a lot of pressure on them to go and do different, I don't know, make a quick couple of £100 or whatever. But it's them that's going to end up in the jail, isn't it? And that once they start going to jail, because I've seen it, and once they start going to jail, as they get older, they might be in a young offenders unit for a while, and then they go on to do more. And I think you learn more crime in jail. You come out a different person. It's hard, and there's nowhere, all the youth clubs and stuff they used to have, they've all closed down. So the kids have got nowhere to, at one time they'd be able to go in and maybe speak to somebody in there, but there's none of that now, it's all gone. Which I think is unfair, because the kids need it, don't they? They need something. Yeah, so that's all I want to say really, and just, I hope Chyanne sorts herself out, because I just hate to, see something horrible to happen to her.
Now, big up yourself, Michelle, man. Obviously, we can only, pray and hope that nothing bad don't happen to her. But obviously, all I'm saying is that this girl Hennessy to just wake up, man. That's all I pray and hope that she just wakes up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how old is she? About 22?
She's about that now. Yeah, I don't even really know her age. She's about that though.
Yeah. Still a kid, isn't she? Really think about it.
Still young.
I was married at 19. You know what I mean? So
okay.
Yeah. And that was the other thing. I mean, I worked from being 14.
Yeah.
With my mum and dad's business. So, it was.
All right, but watch this.
As well, wasn't it?
With great respect, but watch this. With great respect, watch this. With great respect, did you hear what you just said though? Obviously, you grew up in a place of where you had it okay because your mum and your dad had a business, and obviously you grew up and you stepped straight into that. So obviously we do, as much as she does bring negativity to our screens, we do need to give her the leniency of this girl has had a hard life growing up.
Of course she has.
One thing that I could say that she didn't ask for, because remember she was young. So if her parents, obviously, I don't want to go into that. Obviously done what they done and she was in care. She didn't ask for that. So we have to give her that grace. But then obviously after you coming up as a young child and knowing right from wrong, she should be able to now to say, do you know what? There's people backing her for her to be able to change her life around and turn it around. Let me make it and do it in a positive way instead of negative. But she chose the negative way, and that's what the problem is. Was it honey? Is it honey bun? What is it? Have you got anything to say, honey bun?
Hello?
Hello? Could you hear me?
Well, I feel like when you're at a certain age and you're paying your own rent, you're buying your own panties, you're washing your own clothes, you're a big woman. Cool, she's 21, but she lived by herself. She's been living by herself from the age of 19. She is an adult.
Do you know what? See, at the end, see the way I see it is, see this app, see if this app was to close down, you think how many of these people, what would they do then? See all these people that are coming onto the app, what would they generally do if the app got closed down? Where would they get their money from? Who would, you know what I mean? So I think TikTok should be actually doing something about all this as well.
Yeah, but do you not think that they're getting a big platform and they're all self-sabotaging?
And
they're all turning on each other.
I'm 28 years old,
self-sabotage.
I'm 28 years old, and honest to God, I've been in care since I was a baby. And do you know the amount of times that I've been denied mental health support? But then I come onto the app and I see people like this getting all this support and stuff, when really it's what on earth's going on?
To be honest,
It won't matter
I
who had the
totally
app, it
agree
will
with
still
you
be.
on that, because I'm learning TikTok currently because I want to kind of go in a direction where people talk properly in terms of politics, in terms of women's rights, children's rights, men's rights, etc., etc. But I don't have a clue how to use TikTok. I'm just gradually learning, and to be honest, I am shocked. I am shocked by the stuff that I actually see on this app, and it's meant to be acceptable. You've got people having nervous breakdowns live. You've got people.
But that's all for gifts, though, isn't it?
But see, that's the problem. It's all for like social media's an addiction now. Like, see, a couple of years ago, like, see, the respect people used to, but see now, this generation is actually fucked. Like, I'm scared from. I've got a little boy who's 5, and I'm petrified for him to grow up because I know that this world's just so corrupt and so strange now.
And that's what I'm terrified of as well. I've got teenage boys, well, one teenager, one 12-year-old, and to think that they're getting influenced by watching shit like this go down, it honestly, it scares the living daylight out of me.
And they'll think that's fine because it's TikTok, that's fine because kids come on this app, so it's allowed, but what the other people, like these adults, should be seeing that there's kids on this app, so they shouldn't be bringing it to this app. Take it to like
they're addicted, and because they're getting the gifts and because they're getting rewarded for the bad behaviour. Yeah,
but I get banned for showing my dogs, and this is the problem. I get banned for showing my dogs, but then you get them drinking and all that. Like, it's just crazy.
More than drinking.
It's Cyber P Diddy's party. That's all.
Can I just say one thing before it drops? Sorry. My daughter's 35 coming up, and she had her little boy. She was very young. She had him 6 days before 18. Oh my God. Now,
no, it's not my TV.
She was a single parent. She was a single parent. She's brought him up the best she can, and I tell you what, she's done an absolutely brilliant job with him. I can't fault of one bit. He's a polite kid. He's got manners. He's doing well in college. You know what I mean? And she's done all that. So she had her own flat when she was 18 and a half. And she even says to me today, because I didn't interfere with the baby, because it's her child at the end of the day. If I'm there and she wants me, but there's too much. They give up too easy now, I think, as well. But just
that's where it is. She's clearly had support from you.
No, I am proud. I know she was young, but you know,
she's had that support and guidance behind her by you, though.
Yeah.
The likes of Shy and a lot of these young people on here, they're not got that support and that guidance. I've worked in secondary schools with teenagers that are going through troubled lives, that have been through a lot of things, and there's the way people behave on here, I'm sorry, but there's no excuse. If you've got a sound mind, stop blaming everything on the whole world, society's against you. You're okay enough to go on here, to be begging out for gifts, for creating content, as they like to call it, which drama, let's face it.
I've never done a battle after years and years. I've never done one. I don't want to battle.
But that's where TikTok needs to be accountable as well, because like a lot of people are saying on here, it's too free reign, it's too easily, and because TikTok gets so much bloody money out of these people, they allow it.
I know. I mean, I've gone on to live, like flicking through. I'll just give you an example there. Last week I was flicking through, and these two kids come on the screen.
Right, 1 minute, Misha, 1 minute. That was, I'm not interrupt you. 1 minute, because Kermit wanted to say something. Shout out to the heart, though. People tap up the screens, appreciate it. Kermit, you wanted to say something, was it Kermit?
Yeah.
Right, go ahead, my brother.
I was listening, and I was just about to say something after I was listening to the ladies. So the women speak.
All right, so go on then, Misha. Could you finish them, please? And then obviously Kermit will go after you.
So I'm flicking through, and these two girls come on, and they were, I'd say, they were 10 or 11 maybe, no older, and they were dressed in little tops and shorts and stuff. And in the room, we had about 35 viewers. And do you know what? When I flicked through them, they were mostly men, you know, and I tried to get their attention. Sorry?
I totally agree with a lot of what you've said. I agree with what everybody said. You know, we all allow different points of view and stuff, and everything else. But yeah, totally. That's what's most concerning is the fact that you've got. It says, "Are you over 18 or whatever?" And then you're flicking through, and there's kids that are not even 15.
Yeah.
It's concerning, and the comments.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Read it blows my mind, and I think, how is this not censored? I called Bonnie Blue, and I said I said Bonnie Blue is vile. My comment was removed.
Right.
I think she's vile because she's derogative towards women, and what she's spreading is not okay.
Yeah.
Like the hate towards women and the disgust and everything else is not okay. And I'm not allowed to call a woman that's being derogative, not only towards women, but boys that are just legal.
Yeah.
That's if they are just legal. And I'm not allowed to call her vile. That comment gets removed, but she's allowed to say whatever she wants on TikTok.
It's just not right, is it?
It's shocking. I'm really shocked with how this platform just doesn't regulate a damn thing.
Yeah. I think what it is, they pick up on certain words, don't they?
Yeah, like they say corn instead of...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Stuff like that.
I'll get off, and I've took enough of your time up. But I'll say in the chat, thanks for letting me in the box.
Thanks for talking, Michelle, because you've said a lot of really relevant things.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Take care.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Obviously, have a productive evening. Thank you for coming. Obviously, thank you for coming up this evening.
Bother get out of here. You kick me out.
That's different. She usually complains about everything I do. Well,
I can't get out.
Complaining anymore.
Hello?
You found your wife's body last night.
Yes, welcome. Go on, I'm Kermit. Was you going to say something?
Yeah, hello everyone. My thoughts on that is like, this new app it was created so that everybody can make money.
Hello.
They love. Everybody can make money. Hello.
Yeah, go on, brother. Go on.
Everybody can make money in how they want to make money, so that everyone can make money on doing what they enjoy, day by day. That's what it was. That's what it's normally for. But people like this person does use it to
Murray, your first cousin, you pervert.
Entertain garbage.
I'm sorry, but you always get a lunatic.
What's wrong with this guy? That see stuff like that because it's entertaining and everyone's gonna laugh at it and be happy about it because
that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm trying to say?
It's like that. Think about where he is. He looks like a grown man. Think about the young children that he's got growing up and what he's telling them and teaching them. It's people like that accept this kind of energy that will have younger children growing up today that will see them acting like that, will laugh with them, thinking it's a joke and it's acceptable.
Yeah, I think we need to ring Childline or something on him.
I think a lot of it is down to the bad parenting though.
Of course it is, 100%.
No one claims to be the best parent in the world, but it doesn't take, a lot just to, keep your kids in the right lane if you've got that, the mindset to, keep them from becoming. I'd hate to see my child like this online. It would absolutely make me physically sick.
On the flip side, parents have no rights. So what do you want parents to do, really?
I know that Shai's not had the best of upbringings either, has she? I know that she's not had the stability of the typical.
But life is what you make it, though. So even though you ain't had the best of upbringings or whatever, if you want to do good, you can not be the statistic that they put in the algorithm. You could choose not to be that, but
you ain't going to get the dollar then, are you?
Also, that's easily said than done because you can tell somebody that's from the streets, I'll put that down and start doing this. But because he's been on the streets so long, that's the only thing he knows. So it's easy to just tell man. No, I'm talking about. I'm putting it in a different.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sense. I'm putting it in a different sense. Imagine if you were talking to a roadman. Would you say the same thing about him?
Yeah, I kind of would, yeah, because at the end of the day, it's if you want to pick up the thing, you will pick it up. If you ain't going to pick it up, you're not going to. Whether you've got peer pressure or not, it's up to you what you do, to be fair. If you're going to ride your bird, then by all means do it, but no one's going to ride your bird with you, and that's what you got to think.
All right, this is what I'm going to explain. But I'm not saying that she's...
One minute, people, one minute. Chrissy, go on, Chrissy.
You good?
You all right? How are you?
I'm good, bro. I've got so much to say on this topic, you know. Listen, I feel like only because she's been through a lot of things, everyone on this app, everyone even in this box has probably been through a lot of things. I'm a care leaver. If she stops acting like a hooligan, she ain't going to be making no bread. So she's doing this all for money, attention and fame. And the people that can't see that is mad beyond me, because if she wanted to pattern up, she could. She knows right from wrong. She's still an adult. She's not younger in her brain. She don't have no mental disorders like that. So she knows what she's doing. She's getting bread from this and she's living life. Imagine she starts acting normal. They're gonna find her boring. She's gonna get no pee.
Exactly, spot on.
She knows exactly what she's doing, like crying on live, next minute laughing on live. Like, come on, man. Like, who does that?
Did you not see when she was sneezing and she said to the police officer, "Sorry, it's the thing." That was crazy. Like, who just does that? That's crazy.
I'll give her credit. She got some balls.
She has. No, I'll give her that. She's honest. She's very honest.
She is. There's no filter there at all.
I think, don't you think it's too honest for a female, for the younger ones to see them?
Oh, for sure.
Definitely, but at least she's teaching honesty, though, Daily. She's teaching honesty.
There's honesty, there's respect and self-respect.
I reckon the people that are younger on this app, there's face recognition. So there's some things that you should not even be able to watch if you got face recognition nowadays.
The thing is, right, whether you're a parent or whatever, you, as an adult, you have to be a role model to children, to any children around you. As an adult, you have responsibility to act as a role model regardless.
Yeah, but all she's role modelling is teaching girls how to open their legs to Tom, Dick and Harry. I'm not being funny, but every man on this app has had
I totally agree. That is what I'm saying.
Oh, watch this. What people, obviously what we got to do, people, watch this. Everyone, we got to just obviously take it one at a time. I know everyone's going to want to speak over each other, but I do like for people to be heard. So if people can go one at a time with respect, and obviously I beg that people can obviously hear each other with great respect. Thank you.
But just as a role model, just as an adult, it's like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. And that is something that adults need to appreciate. So being an adult and being an adult that's meant to be more cognitively impaired, even though most aren't, let's put it that way, we still have a duty to children, regardless to whatever's going on in our own life, to not be broadcasting certain things and whatever on social media and whatever else.
I don't even think that crosses her mind, to be perfectly honest.
He doesn't care. Look what happened with the cats and Chris. Remember when she let the cats play with Chris's thing, and then she got Karma killed? Where's Shiloh? Then she's moving on the app, moving like a bicycle and playing victim to get, like, this girl knows what she's doing, trust me. She probably plans it all out before she even comes alive. Hey, Daily, do you know my ex, innit?
Yeah.
My ex does that as well, bro. I'll go to her house and she'll literally be like, okay, I'm going to go on live crying today because that's when I get gifts. This is all planned. I promise you, this is all planned.
This is what I'm saying.
Chrissy, if your ex is a woman, you've got all the lesbian drama.
My ex is big on this app as well.
The thing is,
that knows Chyanne
from one gay
personally
woman
too.
to another, the lesbian drama situation is increasing more and more by the day.
No, but it doesn't matter about lesbian drama because this girl, she's my ex, yes, but I'm the only girl she's been out with, so I wouldn't even class that as a lesbian like that.
Okay, fair enough. She was spaghetti.
Yeah, she's confused.
This is what's crazy. It's a circle. And like I said, many people have gone for a bad place, and then I don't knock anybody for going for a bad place. But it's how you pick yourself back up and what you do with coming from that bad place. But these people come online, it's from the community, and they don't do nothing positive with it.
And she made the custody suite stunk of fish.
You understand what I'm saying? What was that, Big Bear? What was that?
She made the custody suite. Her and Millie made the custody suite stunk of fish, like a fish market.
Big Bear's got that fish market sit down, boy. Even down to the other day, she got arrested. She came out of the station, and obviously now, people, please make your backgrounds be quiet, because obviously a lot of you are unmuting yourselves and you've got a loud background, and obviously now, no one's being heard. So with great respect, we can respect that. Turn down your background and just a little bit, thank you. But obviously, what I'm saying, even a little while ago, this girl came out and she's in a grey tracksuit with a Red Bull in her hand, talking about, I just came out the station. Why are you going to record yourself doing that on live? Why are you doing it? You came out the station, get a babe change, and that's it.
For the money. It's all for the money.
Baby, this is what I'm saying. Instead of going and patting in her yard, she wants to come on live and being like, I've just come out of the station. Do you think it's a flex that you got arrested, girl? Because it's not. It's not a flex.
But it brings in the viewers and it brings in the gifts and it brings in the money. And that's all it'll do until
people in the comments gas her up as well. Look at when they gassed her to go to the council, and that was just ridiculous. The council are not going to help you because you're bringing 101 people to your house and then crying that your door's getting kicked off.
Has anyone seen a movie called Nerves?
No.
You're not?
No.
No.
Because it's a lot. Everything what you're saying, that will explain a lot to you. With everything that you're saying, because this has been planned. It's been put in plan for these.
Baby, do you know how much I walked today?
Acting is mad. But yeah, go through. This is all a plan and set up.
Yeah, I do, I totally agree. People that come on TikTok, they're doing it for a purpose, regardless. When I first joined TikTok, I would watch some stuff and think, what the hell is going on? And then even I found myself becoming more endeared by a woman in her mid-40s dancing around like a lunatic. But I just think, at least you look happy.
Who's that, Gemma?
Just people generally on TikTok, like variations. And at first,
I thought you were talking about Gemma.
No, and at first I'd be thinking, oh my God, what is this? And then, do you know what I thought? The way the world is at the minute, at least you're dancing around like a lunatic and you're happy. You're not causing a drama. You're just being happy.
I feel like everyone on this app is actually, like, not you guys, I'm talking about these other people in this little cast they got going on, is delusional, because I could say at least one word and relate them all to one word. Chyanne, I don't even know what's going on with her. She's hopping around like a bunny. Olivia is just delusional herself, trying to get back with a paedophile when he comes out of jail. I don't know why I've gone for them two. Millie needs to go get her kids with her tweeny looking ass cunt himself. And Meg's up there getting arrested up in Turkey because she wants to become a gay drug dealer. Like, what is going on? The world's disgusting.
It is disgusting, Chrissy, you're right.
It's disgusting, and there's no fucking, sorry for my language, Daily, there's no excuse, bro. There's no excuse. I'm 24 years old. I've been through domestic violence myself. I'm a care leaver. You don't see me coming on live acting like a hooligan to get money. I'd rather sit in my house with no electric, broke, than put myself on social like that.
But what happened to the old school days?
You've got self-respect, girl. Well done.
What happened to the old school days of asking mummy to help you out or asking your mate to help you out? Nowadays, these girls are doing things. Look at Millie. This girl went on a whole holiday and was asking people to help her get back to a whole country. Like, what is this? What's going on?
What is going on? Daily, people allow that.
And people were begging for her. Gemzino and that were begging for her. Reese and all of them were begging for her. Let's get her back. I'm sure you lot are making pee off this app. Why you lot put money to get her back?
That's what I'm saying.
And watch this, with great respect, my people. All right then. All right, so watch this. They're getting gifts after gifts. Nine times out of 10, I've seen 80% of their houses and none of their houses are done up correct. Like, why haven't you got sofas? Why is your house looking below average when people are gifting you? What are you using the money that you're getting gifted for? What are you doing with it? Where's it going?
Spreading it around everyone.
All I can see you not doing is just getting intoxicated.
I know what it is. UGS.
That's what it is. It's not. It's the money don't go to the right place anyway, so they're not going to make nothing of it.
We've seen her gassing on them. What's it called? Them balloon things, isn't it? I've been in live with someone in a box, and she's on the box with one of my people, yeah, and she's doing balloons with Millie and her in the house. And I'm thinking, fucking hell.
No, but she does say that in her lives, though. She's like, and yeah, we do the whips. Don't they call them the whips?
Yeah, whips.
Yeah, that's what they call them, the whips. She says it on her live all the time.
This is why is it acceptable? Why are we giving her the money to be able to afford this? Why are we embracing it? When is it going to stop? Why are we still making it acceptable?
The drama's never, ever, ever going to stop.
No, because when one gets up, the other one comes in.
1 minute, Daniel. Let Chrissy finish it and go after her, Daniel. 1 minute.
There's always going to be something. They are always going to come out of a storyline. You see the little people that are being quiet now, I promise you, they've got a storyline coming. You see Olivia, I only keep speaking on Olivia because unfortunately that's my dirty ex, yeah? Watch when Tommy comes out of jail. There's going to be a storyline. She's going to get back up there. Tommy's going to probably come out of jail and act like it's a whole different reason why he got put in there. Kipsy's probably going to make an appearance soon. Look what happened when Chyanne started going downhill and then they started molesting up the cats. She's an animal abuser as well. Like, everyone, she literally deads off her animals and people are out here supporting her. Like, I'm sorry, where's karma? Where's Shiloh?
People reporting this. This is the thing again. It's like on TikTok, anything and everything seems to be okay.
The world that we live in, it don't help. Like with the society thing, it don't help as well because they in their minds they're thinking they're reality artists, you know. But they're just normal people, and they realize when they can really get touched on road. Like people are really gonna get jealous of them. And they're up, and she's doing this crazy stuff, and people like, well, now we're up here talking about her. It's all entertainment.
It's not even jealous about her.
The inside, it's not about anyone being jealous or.
People are gonna have enough. People are gonna see on load and give her one compliment.
Let him finish, Chrissy. 1 minute. Let him finish and go after him, please, Chrissy. Go on, comment.
But people are always gonna have an opinion, right? So you look. Sometimes you have to look on the outside and look in. She knows that she's gonna cream off doing madnesses because behind closed doors a lot of people do madnesses. So, but she's in the limelight. So whatever is gonna target people to react to it, and a lot there is your next door neighbor could be the worst person in the world. You don't know, but these people are doing it in the limelight and getting paid for it because it's entertainment. And these people that pay them for the entertainment are not nice people either and stuff in there.
I would agree. Watch this. 1 minute, Chrissy. 1 minute. I would agree. First of all, brother, with great respect, obviously, that's what they do for entertainment. You see, with what I'm doing, this ain't entertainment. This is awareness. With what obviously, I heard you say everyone's here now, and this is entertainment. But obviously, with great respect, my brother, I'm doing this more for awareness. You get what I'm saying? Because these things here can't keep happening. Because like I'm saying here, if it weren't happening, you wouldn't see me on here doing all of this. Because these people been on TikTok for a while. You haven't heard me speak about them. But what's starting to happen now? I'm seeing a 12-year-old twerking up herself, talking about baddie. And then what now? All she's talking about is this girl here. So it's a worry. I'm more doing this for awareness for more people, for people that's going through mental health, younger children, younger females that think that this stuff's okay. I'm doing this for people that's gifting these people on a day-to-day basis, and that's making them feel, I mean, that I'm making you know where you're putting your money, because obviously now if you're buying something, you want to know what you're buying, correct? But then you are supporting these kind of people by getting the fake advertisement of themselves, and that's the problem. Go on, Chrissy.
I was gonna say, I feel like I do believe Chyanne is a vulnerable girl, but I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of vulnerable girls out here not doing what she's doing. And like Davey said, there's kids on this app talking about C-Baddie, jumping around something. Like, it's just ridiculous. I feel like she needs to come off this app, pattern her life, because she is a pretty girl, and stop doing all of this bullshit, because she's just doing it for, like, obviously she's doing it for clout. Come on, why else would she do it?
Don't you feel like that's where the parents are failing too? Because, like, why are 12-year-olds on TikTok being able to see it?
I feel like, yeah, the parents are failing, but I also feel like in this generation, I'm not being funny, there's 12-year-olds walking around with knives.
Oh wait, stop this though. Watch this. Can I add to that? Just like I was saying a little while ago though, yet again, let's be honest, yeah, 12-year-olds this day and age are like 15, 16 now. Let's be honest. What 12-year-old right now could you go to, or can parents go to and say, give me your phone, let me look through it? Come on, people, man. We've got to understand. When we're saying certain things, we've got to make sure that we're getting to the root of what's really going on. Maybe I would say out of 10 families, watch this 1 minute, let me land. I would say out of 10 families, yeah, I would say maybe 3 on a strong, pushing it a strong 4 can most probably say to their child, let me look at your phone, and they would have to do it on a good note. If you said to your child, right, bring me your phone right now, I want to see if you're watching these kind of people on TikTok, your child's gonna look at you like, no, like, I'm not giving you my phone. That's what's going on this day and age, and we've got to get with it, because this is the time right now. And if your parents could look at their child and say, give me your phone, then
you can't do
my
that.
kids' phones.
Yeah, like,
I've got a 14 and a 12-year-old.
Wait. Hello. Watch this. And with great respect, I'll let you not go now. Watch this. But remember what I said? Out of 10, there's 4. You lot that spoke, I must believe those people are the 4 then. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying if everybody was able to have that same energy you had, society would be a much more better place. But you are able to do that, but then there's another 1,000 people that can't even look at their child's phone, let alone even try and even talk about going into TikTok. But take over, people. Say what do you say on that?
People can't control their kids.
One at a time though, people, with respect.
And that's when the kids are ruling their parents, and if your kids are ruling you, sorry, that's when your time's up. You've got to call social on yourself, love, because what you're doing, if you can't control your kids, you know what I mean?
Cheyenne's in here watching, you know.
Exactly.
I 100% agree with you, honey bun.
Watch this though, people. Watch this. What do you
if you can't handle your kids, you're putting danger to the world, because now you don't know what your kids are doing, what your kids searching up, what your kids viewing on the internet, and things like that. You know what I mean?
But you have to remember that TikTok's a children's app. It's actually a children's app.
What would you have to say?
Over 18, it's not 13.
Danielle, watch this. What would you have to say that if I was to talk to somebody else and ask them something, they would say, but internet's the generation of today, because when we was younger, we never had it.
It's growing up the kids of today.
Chyanne's a snitch. She ratted to Millie because she's hiding her phone because she was involved with Tommy's shit. And I think Fake Space and all that and Chyanne are the next Jimmy Savile, Gary Glitter and all that. Yeah? The next ring.
She's in here, so you're talking to her. She's in here.
Chyanne, you're in here.
You've got something to do with Tommy Chyanne.
Right, watch this.
Wait, guys. Only because she's in here, don't everyone go.
Hello. Watch this, with great respect. Let's do this correctly. Watch this. Chyanne, let me speak first, and then you lot can go on it. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say. If you are in here, if you're not cool, all I'm saying is I don't hate you, dislike you. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you. All I'm saying to you is you're bringing negativity to children's pages, and you need to behave yourself. You can draw a crowd, and you can become a much better person of yourself. But you're allowing the negative people that you're around to draw your mindset. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do what you're doing, keep positive, stay pushing, but just get rid of the negative. Get rid of them and keep pushing yourself on a positive note. I can guarantee you'll be in a positive place. Without the negative stuff, people are tired of seeing you crying, coming out, police all that. You're disrespecting yourself. Like you're making yourself look like people can look and say your front's online. What if you have a daughter or a son? What are you gonna tell them in 10 years from now?
Yeah.
These are the things you got to be worrying about now. You're getting older now. You're not growing younger. But anyway, I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. But when you're having an effect, when I'm seeing a 12-year-old twerking up her body, talking about baddie, and she's calling your name, that's a problem of what we have today. If we allow it, the society in the next is going to be however long. It's crazy.
I think it's a shame that you have to use.
And obviously, I do understand that you can change your life, and I pray and hope that you really do. I pray and hope that you really do change your life, and you're in a better place. Because remember, there's younger females watching you, and if they see that you've come from a place and you've changed, then keep pushing and stay positive. I don't dislike you, and I don't hate you. That's all I'm saying. Keep pushing, just keep pushing it. But I just want you to hear what people's got to say and listen of the corruption of what you brought in our society today, of being around the negative people you're around. You're very young, and you had a lot of older people around you that could have pointed you in the right direction, and they did nothing better for you. They did nothing better for you. And here you are, you brought so much energy, you made a tune. That tune could have gone way out there. But because of the negative you bring to society, the energy wouldn't allow it to push the way it is. All I'm saying is stay positive and keep pushing, but loud the negative energy. People, say what you got to say, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, what this generation fails to forget.
It's a shame that Chyanne's name had to be used in it when no one else is here, but it's true what you're saying. Everything that you're saying is a fact, but it's not just her. Maybe she's being influenced as well. So
it's not just her, but we're using her because she's the main person on this app that does it.
But it's not only
people one at a time, because obviously watch this people, with great respect, obviously there's 200 people listening, so obviously everyone talking over each other, no one's hearing. So if we're going to put something out there for people to listen and hear, please, people speak one at a time, and obviously that's be heard with great respect. I don't want to do showtime, that's a load of rubbish. But that's just to speak with respect.
What this generation needs to understand is, this like OnlyFans and all these things here. When you used to walk down the road back in the day, 12 o'clock at night, and you see a prostitute on the street, and you're like, oh, or you'll be looking at them funny. This is modern day prostitution. It's just different because you're online. You're literally, it's the same thing. So as you get older, it's like, okay, you don't want to use the same words, so you're calling it OnlyFans now. But what if your child was doing that, but the difference is she was on the roads doing it? Do you know what I mean? There's no difference. It's like no one's got any shame anymore in this generation. It's embarrassing.
And it's like you said as well. I'm sorry, I've only started following you like this evening, but it's definitely about awareness. And people might say, "Well, why are you asked? Why are you even bothering?" And it's like, because we can't continue. We're raising younger generations that have zero respect. I think from like 40 downwards, the society has just gone sideways. I've got an old chap friend, and he's like a dad to me, and he's in his like 60s, and he never swears. And even he said to me the other day, society's fucked, and he literally never swears. And I just think, right, okay, where do we draw the line? So it's okay. Why are we asked? Well, we're asked because there needs to be a change. And if we all act like we're not asked, then it's just going to go to shit even more so.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think another thing we need to think about, regardless of the impacts, not regardless, but also alongside the impacts it's having on kids, is I worry sick about her herself. The things I've seen that have happened to her on this app over time, it's terrifying.
Right, daily antics. I want to say to you, big up to yourself for bringing awareness onto the live.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Go on.
For real, people that don't even watch her or following her, it comes up on your FYP. So what's coming up on kids' FYP? I just see a comment saying we need to be responsible for our kids. What comes up on the FYP? Kids nowadays, with all these apps out there, are easily led astray, easily, do you know what I mean, influenced. So when you see certain things going on and their account's not getting taken down, they're on a live, just going back to what Millie was doing that night, and it wasn't taken down by TikTok. I don't understand that. The noises you heard, we knew what she was doing anyway, yeah? And then you've got these people putting themselves in dangerous situation and normalizing it. It's not normal. 1 minute your house getting smashed up, next minute you're in this situation, then you're coming out in a grey tracksuit and you're making it to be a trend. It's not right. Like, if you turn your lives around and show a different side of you and show some positivity where you change your life around or you need some help, you get respect on your name. Apart from that, this is a name you're carrying for yourselves. It's disgusting. It really is.
Facts. And watch this. I would definitely agree to that. And then obviously now people saying, oh, why is my face up there? Take my face down or whatever. Listen, let me show you something. I don't dislike no one, but when you're putting yourself out there in such way of where you're forgetting yourself as a human, then what do you expect? Let me show you something. The people's been on the app for years. I haven't said nothing, Let me tell you why. Because I didn't see it start to affect the younger generation. But just remember, children see adults act in a particular way and they feel that it's okay. So when you're saying, oh, you don't give consent to put your face up there, we don't all give consent for you to be putting your front on people's screens for the younger children to see it. We don't all give consent to that, but you're there doing it for a bit of pennies. So we don't consent to that, but you're not asking us or asking parents, do you mind if I put my front out there for your children's eyes to see it? Because you're putting on an app that you know is for young children. You're flaunting yourself in a way that are out there for younger children. That has a problem. That's a problem for me. And many other adults is what you can hear for yourself. And this is what you want. This is why you do it. You do it for this. Go on, Big Bear. What are you saying?
She just done it in the text. Do you know what I mean? She's just said, where is it? Oh, I'm living my life, babes. Do you know what I mean? Like she's getting like.
Cool, she's living her life, and this is what I'm saying. And I don't disagree with her. But don't live your life on a negative note for many of our younger ones to be,
Live your life, but we don't need to see you living your life in that certain way. And our kids don't need to see you living your life in that certain way. That's your choice. Cool. But, scrolling for FYP, seeing you put yourself in this certain situation and that, then you want to cry wolf next minute. Like, make it make sense. You need the help, reach out to people. If you want to continue this way, so be it. Whatever happens next is upon yourself. And I used to feel sorry for this woman, this girl. I used to feel sorry for her because I'm not going to put her in a woman category because women don't act like that.
You just see the crocodile tears, like from Jake from the Tweenies did.
That's a calm down. Literally, that was a calm down when she was crying and everything. I'm sorry, you're putting yourself in this situation. And then you got Kipsy doing, what's it called, the weekly whatever. You know what I mean? Off the back of it. It's all scripted. It's all profited. But you don't care what you're putting out there. So you know what? Shame on you guys is what I'm gonna say.
Though, she's done like 2 videos of getting arrested, innit? Like, which is real? Are they both fake or they're both real? Do you know what I mean? What can we believe?
I think I do. With this police officers involved, then if, say for example, if it wasn't real, then to pretend to be a police officer is a criminal offence. So it would have had to have been real.
Yeah,
if not, then really that should be investigated by the police.
And then she's like capping over the police officer, saying like, "Oh, he's been chatting me up all that and all this." Fam, she's capping like shit. And if the police spoke to her like that, right, he'd be bloody one suspended. Fucking hell, she's full of cap.
Exactly. Like, at the end of the day, to pretend to be a police officer in any way, shape or form is an illegal offence. So it would have had to have been real. If not, then it would be investigated. It's a bit crazy because, like I was saying,
they don't give you consent to put my face on this app regardless.
Wait, hang on, here we go.
Here she is.
Chyanne.
What? I don't know what this is, and it's some random mugshot of me. Why are you streaming me?
Stop this. I'm back.
Why are you fake crying?
Why are you streaming me, making a whole segment? Are you guys that bored?
Bringing awareness, for the younger ones that you think it's okay to promote OF, and you think it's okay.
I'm not being funny. I'm over the age of 18, so if I want to do that, I can. That's my life. I make my money. I catch my flight.
It's all about it.
I'm living my fucking life. And if you don't put an issue with it, shut up.
Hello.
business. If you don't like what your children say,
hello. Wait. People, listen, people, please let her speak. Because like I said, watch this. Obviously, we're all up here, yeah? And we're all up here, but obviously we're speaking about her and her face is on the screen. So if she's up here, you should have allowed her to speak and then we can all speak to her. Just remember, she could be sitting there and listening. So if we're speaking about her, allow her to say her piece and then we can speak after. Do you get what I'm saying? Because obviously, if people are coming up, if people are speaking about her, she might feel in her way. So allow her to come up, if she's come up, and say her piece, and then we can all speaking over her. We're not hearing her and listening to her. Do you know what I mean? So we can't hear nothing. But allow people to come up and say their piece, and then obviously after that, then we can move on. I know that it's very passionate and we all care because it's our children's lives and it's our younger children. But please allow her to have her say and let people have their say and speak on people with great respect. If she decides to come back up, please could you hear her out and then we can move forward. Because like I said, getting to the root of the problem is what makes the solution. So if she's come up, we should hear her out and we can make the solution. That's what we're here for, right, people? With great respect, though. But anyway, one by one, go ahead, people.
So I'd have loved to have had a nice chat with her then and just tried to, I don't know, figure out if there's anything that possibly I could do. I don't know, anybody that could be out there to help support us to maybe take things into a more positive way, and maybe she may realise then like, what she's doing is wrong, not just for the sake of.
Listen, she's gonna come back up and listen. Wait. Listen, she's gonna come back up. Could you allow her to speak and then we can go after her? Yeah, even if we don't agree, allow her to speak and we can go after her.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Chyanne, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to know why, there's a whole segment about me, and what is this?
All right, so what it is? Obviously, you've been on the page and you've been listening. So what I will do is I'm gonna let.
How dare you? I haven't given you consent to put my face on here.
But I don't give you consent to show your front to our children. Chyanne, wait 1 minute. Let me land. Chyanne, you got to hear me out so you can answer. None of us give consent for you to be showing yourself the way that you do online to our children, though, and our children are seeing it and acting that way. So what would you have to say to that then, Chyanne? Go on, unmute yourself and answer that, please.
They're not my children. That's not my responsibility. Take their phones and block them for content. I'm very big on this app. How dare you? A lot of ages watch me. That's not my fault. I'm not responsible for your fucking pitney them.
So you said what? Take their phones. We say take their phones off of them.
What do you think this is?
So everyone should take their children's phone because you're deciding.
But there's loads of stuff on this app.
But you're part of it, though.
This is not just a kids app. Do you know what I mean? All ages are on this. I've seen grandmas on this.
Doing what you're doing.
This app is viral in all different countries. Right, so I don't know why the fuck you're making a segment on me.
But are the grandmas doing what you're doing on?
But regardless of what I'm doing, worry about what you're doing. Why are you worried and bothered about me? Go about your blood clot business and stop streaming me, man.
Chyanne, listen. What you need to
say one thing.
Go ahead, Lucy. Speak to her. Go ahead.
Right.
She's listening.
Regardless to anything, right? Her behaviour is not okay, whether they're her kids or somebody else's kids. Her behaviour is not okay. And it's like I keep trying to say, it takes a village to raise a child. As adults, we have to be like, oh, we're the adult. We need to be doing better for children. And when somebody thinks it's okay to show themselves or act in certain ways, knowing that it's a platform of all ages, they need to take responsibility. And my first point was straight away, she was like, well, I'm over 18. Well, yeah, sweetheart, you are over 18, quite clearly. She actually looks about pushing 50. I'm shocked that she's just over 21, to be fair. But I swear to God, this excuse is, oh, well, they're not my children. I can do what I want. I'm big on this. No, you actually don't get to do what you want, because as adults, we have responsibility. And that pity party that she came straight in with, well, I'm over 18, me. Fuck off.
Listen, there's loads of crimes going out on the streets because of this content shit. Yeah,
exactly.
And the thing is, when I was growing up, it was all about KSI, YouTube channel, gaming, all this shit, and there was crimes, but there weren't many like this. What's happening today because of these people on TikTok? Yeah, but it needs to calm down. It needs to
Watch this. The one thing that many of you forgot was, furthermore, did you see that? This is the energy that you lot are gifting. This is the person that you lot are supporting. I don't care. Take your Pitney them's phones. Did you see that? She didn't say, Rod, you know what? My bad if any of you lot's children are seeing this, and I'm not doing it I'm just doing it to make my money. But
you don't care about her family.
One minute.
She didn't come up and say, well, my apologies if any of you lot's children seen this. Obviously, I'm just doing I've come from a little background of what I'm doing, what I need to do to get by. My apologies if any of you lot's children seen it. I pray and hope that they don't see it no more. I'm going to try and make a change within things and try to lower it down. What she came up and said was, I don't care. I don't blood clap. Take your pickney them's phones. Do you see the difference? And this is the people that are going in their bank accounts and happily giving them gifts. This is the people that will see her on the board and know that she can't get back, but then happily pay for a ticket to get home. This is somebody that will send police to her house because somebody's happily there abusing her. But here she is saying she don't care about your pickney them. Take away their phone. Can you see the response? It's so crazy, the society we're living in, and sad to see that people are such in places where they are and can't see the negatives that they're bringing within the society that they live in. She didn't say not one thing about her having children later on in life and her children being able to see it. It's just supposed to show where she is in her mind. But then watch this. Would someone say that she's got mental health and this and that and that and this? So she definitely knows what she's doing and she knows how she's doing it and orchestrating it. And many of you lot are paying for that to be.
Sorry, can I speak? She's at that point of her life where she has no responsibility other than to herself. She is enjoying reaping, the benefits of being on this live, putting out whatever she wants. She is nowhere near the stage where she is going to take full responsibility that children are looking up to her in a particular way, because seemingly that is what she likes. That is what she's buying into. As she said, there's adults watching it and they really like her. Just reading the comments, there are so many people that are supporting her. It's such a shame that there is a lack of responsibility in that, as you said, host, of her turning around and saying, I'm really sorry that your kids are looking this, but this is not really what I'm putting out for them. She could care less, and that is where the problem lies. It's really severe.
Can I just say as well that the internet is a very, very, as we know, it's a very, very broad place. There's always going to be, listen, I don't support Chyanne. I'm going to say it how it is. There's always going to be scatty people like that on the internet, if ever. So it's like you can't really, I'm not defending her in any way, but it's like you can't really make it out like she's the only one doing this thing, because you've got grown people like CLA, Chelsea Lee, are getting drunk as hell on live, flashing their pussy to the whole of TikTok, and this is a 40-plus-year-old woman. I do just think, in general, it's a problem with society, and
yeah.
That's what I think. It's a bit of a clout.
People, let her finish, please. People, let her finish.
She does have a big platform. Not that she's right for what she's doing, but she does have a big platform. So I do feel like obviously she needs to take accountability for it. But she's a very, you can see her mindset. She's a very scatty person. She'll never take accountability until it's maybe too late, or she actually has kids of her own. But
why does she need to take accountability? Why does she need to take accountability?
1 minute. Hang on. Hello. 1 minute, people. 1 minute. Hang on. We're going to get there in a minute.
She really needs to take accountability for, but her doing the stuff she's doing, the video of her dry humping her cat naked on the bed, that kind of stuff you need to take accountability for, because kids will see it.
Why should she though? But why should she? People are watching her. You lot putting up her big face on screen. It's just giving her more airtime. You're talking about her.
Animal abuse. First of all, it's animal abuse. So yes, she does need to take accountability with the fuck. Of course she does.
Mercedes, 1 minute. Let Legs go, because Legs is on her side. So that's someone that's with her, and then obviously we'll speak.
It's not that I'm on her side. I'm not condoning what she's doing, but you guys are trying to say, oh, she needs to do this, she needs to do that. Why? Why does she?
All right, let me explain. Can I explain first, Lucy?
That's why I opened my point with there's a lot of scatty people on this app. You can't just target one person. That's exactly what I said when I found.
All right, so let me go then. I want to answer that, please, because I'm very passionate about this. Now, Legs, let me tell you something now. You see the community that we live in. We live in a community that we would like to believe that if your child was going through something, if they had it, you would like to believe that if he wasn't around, you would like to believe that the community will uplift your child in the correct way to make them to become a better person. Correct? True or false?
Correct, yes.
Discipline. So watch this. This was a young girl that's coming from the home, which we all know is a negative place. Correct?
Correct.
Chris, which was her boyfriend, which we all know signed her out of the home, which is correct. Correct? So why can't she then come out and show these younger ones, have the same platform that she has, and show these younger ones and vulnerable women
yeah, that, you know, she's been through such thing and she can, and that you, if you're going through it, you can make a change. Do you know how much children that are still in the home?
Who said she has Why are you expecting someone like her to do that? I don't understand.
Stop 1 minute. I'm not expecting nothing from her, first of all.
These expectations are too high. She's a young girl.
Legs. Let me finish, please, and I will hear you out, because obviously you were speaking and I heard you. So let me speak, and I'll definitely hear you out without a doubt. What I'm saying to you is, I don't expect nothing from her. I don't. What I do expect from her is for her to not be putting out stuff for these younger ones to see. And if you are doing it, do it with great respect, because these younger ones are. All right, and watch this. What if your daughter came downstairs and showed you her on her phone with her front on her phone saying, "Mummy, am I allowed to do this when I'm older?" What was the first thing you would say to your child? Go on, Legs. Answer that, please.
Before I go, I just need to say
I'd be like, what the hell are you watching? Like, you know what I mean? I'll be monitoring that. Like, there's worse. There's worse. What you guys don't understand is
you just said it. You'll be monitoring that. There's so much parents that don't monitor their children's phones,
and that's true. And there's parents that allow their children to download TikTok same way, when they can put restrictions on their phone and ban certain things like this.
All right. So what if you have a child
that kids watch on TV? There's things that they go to their school with their friends, and their friends expose them to all kind of madness.
Legs, could you let me land them, please? Let me land them, please. Watch this. 1 minute, Mercedes. You see if I can go to the place where they're making all these corrupted movies. Well, it's already, God is great, because we can see now that, you know, in America, it's all happening. Hollywood's gone now. But what I'm trying to say is, if I could go and, stop all that negative corruption that's going on for our younger children's mind, please believe me, I'll be there in a flash. I can't change the world. I wish I can. But what I can do is, if I can bring the change to the very little that I can, I'm gonna do that. Why? Because I saw a 12-year-old shaking up her body, talking about, I'm baddie, like a little talking about.
No, I hear that.
That's a problem for me. Now, like I said, you're grown. Watch this. Let me land. I'm gonna land here. Legs, I'm gonna land here. For you, you're grown. You know right from wrong. When you've got an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old that saw something from Chyanne yesterday and she's acting it out in school and you're not there, but she's out there with her mates, and she's coming home, but yet she's leaving her skirt below her knees when she's leaving. And when she's leaving the door, she's pulling her skirt right up so it looks like you can see her front and then her tying up her top. And then she's telling me, "Oh, well, I saw Chyanne doing it, so, you know, why can't I do it?" That's when parents will start waking up. But you shouldn't wait for it to get to that before you make a change. Nip it in the bud before it gets to that. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't dislike her.
No, you're right. But the way that you guys are doing it, this is not the right way. This is just feeding into it. This is just giving her more airtime. This is just exposing her more, in terms of people are going to be like, right, okay, who's this girl? Let me watch her. Let me see what I want. She's going to be like, okay, she's going to switch it up to make it positive for her. Like the way
when she does that, people go and watch her and see the real her of what she is. It's for them to make the decision. Listen, let me show you something. I can't tell a grown adult what to do, you know. 1 minute, Tanisha. 1 minute, is it Tanisha Berry? You're going to go next. Watch this. What I'm saying, I can't tell adults what to do with their money. But let me tell you one thing now. If you as an adult want to go and watch her and support the negativity, what she's doing when she's bringing negative to these young children's mind, I would say you're just as bad as her then. Because what are you doing supporting things? Now, let me show you something. And you can easily say that, I'm on here doing this podcast about her and it's making her more what's it called. But she's already getting thousands and thousands of views. So I'm not doing anything less than what's already happening. It's not like to say she's getting 100 views and my views are on 400 and it's more than her. This girl's getting 6,000, 8,000 views. I've only got 400. So yet again, I'm only touching the very small amount of people that I can speak to and reach out to, that I would like to believe that can see the common sense in them going in their bank accounts, gifting, when the people that could be corrupting, if not your child's mind, your niece, your cousin, your nephew, your son, if not your next door neighbors, your cousins, your brother's son, that's a problem for me.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with what you're saying. But it's literally, I just don't agree with the way that you guys are doing it. Yes, I'm not, as I said, I don't support her. I'm not condoning anything that she's done. I've seen her do some madness on this TikTok. I'm not going to lie. But this is definitely feeding into her. Like, she's going to be getting some mad views from this, some mad followers. Like,
I can hear that. 1 minute, though. 1 minute. Legs. Let Tanisha come and say, Tasha. All right, let Tasha go. Go on, Tasha.
Because I've not come on here to bash anybody. I think she's a very clever and articulate young woman, and we're not here to do that. I've come on here because the discussion is interesting about her ways and her behaviour. I take responsibility for what my child is watching and not on whether they know or not. And you have to literally hide their phone or whatever. But it's just the way how this whole app feeds into her. She's extremely popular, and it's about her behaviour. And this is what the subject is open about: is her behaviour acceptable? When a lot of it is not. It's not a matter of bashing her, because there are so many views here. If we're looking at the comments, people are not happy that this is discussed. But how do we go about changing the behaviour that it is? Yes, there are lots of other people on this app who are much older, as Mercedes says, who are doing much, much worse. We get that. But we're talking about this young person who's obviously been through a lot and has lots of views. And could she change it around? Could she make her views or what she puts out interesting, as opposed to just being really troubled and negative?
I can completely agree, Tasha, with your view. Do you know what I mean? She is, like, as you just said, she is vulnerable, but she does choose how to do her platform and how to gain an income off it, because this is the only way she's learned to do it. Do you know what I mean? This is the only way she's learned to get her bag off it. Do you know what I mean? And as for Mercedes up in this chat, I don't know who she
With her
is.
bleached up hair and her fucking fags and her post about
I know, smoking up ciggies down the high street, bro.
And for you, it's the other one gone, that fucking Lucy. She needs to go.
No one even came on here even beating me down. First of all, I was actually
It's always the
saying-
meaty girls, bleached up ginger hair, like what? Smoking ciggies down the high street, like what's good, baby girl? Don't draw my friend, because if we're quick to talk about you, you're the same age as her, 21 years old, and you're looking meaty, bro, smoking ciggies
Well,
on
at least if I
TikTok,
had a
like
platform
what?
as big as her, I would not be trying to sell my body online.
Well, she makes thousands of it, baby girl.
The most money she probably makes.
If only you had the confidence, like her.
Because if you want to see Cheyenne's body, all you have to do
So
is see
stay
it on-
hating,
on
baby
YouTube
girl.
for free.
Stay hating with your flag and your little bleached up hair, yeah? Don't talk behind
It's always the hating one, always.
At least I ain't waking up with a block nose every day from coke like you love. All right. So I'll take.
If you want to blow it for me, I bet you would. Keep
Sorry, Chyanne, are you there?
All right.
She can have a little
Shove
shot.
up your ass. Yeah,
Are you there, babe? Then speak up, babe.
Can you mute up, please, everyone
All
else?
right, all right. Watch this. With respect, people. Watch this. Watch this. With respect. Watch this. Mercedes, 1 minute, Mercedes. 1 minute, Mercedes. Mercedes, you're up here. Cheyenne's up here. So watch this. Obviously, with great respect, everyone has to obviously speak, because obviously everyone can't be hearing everything. So obviously Cheyenne's got a mate there. So obviously he's speaking as well. So let him speak, or let them speak, and obviously we can respond, because he came up here with respect. He didn't come up here shouting, ranting and raving. Let him speak, and then obviously people can speak on, because you know they are giving their time, and her face is on the screen. So let her explain herself, and obviously we can then respond. So go ahead. Whatever. What is it? Whatever.
No, my name's Johnny. No, I just said let Tasha speak if they could mute up, because I wanted to see what Tasha wanted to do.
All right, go ahead, Tasha. No problem.
I just want to say, if Chyanne is in the background, this whole thing, nothing was started on a negative note. It's about
I didn't know. I just
negative
kept getting
behaviours,
pinned in the live,
mate.
and everyone was like, they're just all chatting shit about you. And I've never seen this like page before, and I just saw loads of people. So I was like, bro.
No, it's an open discussion. You're on here respectfully. It's about how we look at you going forward. No one's going to bash you. You've got over 500. What's that? 500,000 followers.
Yeah, and I've got
people are liking what you're doing, but then we're talking about those who don't, and how could it be seen in a better way? I'm not coming on here as the host to bash you, babe. I don't know you. I respect you as a younger person. You could be one of my children, and it's not about bashing you, but it's about looking at some of your behaviours. You speak very eloquently. I've been listening to you. I watched some of your things. I don't agree with it, but we have to all look at, we agree to disagree. I can't criticise you. We're no better. I'm much, much older than you. But at the end of the day, I have to have respect. But I don't like some of the things, how you're coming across and how you're seeing. And this is what the whole thing's about. Not to bash anyone. I'd like to send that love and not to bash you, but we're looking at things differently, that children are looking up to you,
We like
babes.
stuff and dislike stuff, do you know what I mean? We have
That's with great respect, but when
you know what I mean?
Go on.
It's like Marmite, some people might like it, some people
That's
don't.
right. So speak up. No one's here. If people are, I don't condone as the host has started that hours ago and not bashing you at all. I'm not condoning that at all. I'm condoning the fact that some of the things are done are not right. And yes, your face is all over the screen, but we have to respect you, because when we've all come off here, you're going to continue to do what you're doing. And that is with you. and with respect. It's looking at how you can come across, because I'm coming from a place of love.
At least do a
that you
bougie
can be
picture of
seen.
her, though. Do you know what I mean? You got some ugly picture of my friend. There's a lot nicer pictures.
Let me tell you the gospel truth, yeah?
I'm actually a pretty girl and you're using some picture when I'm on a come down, like crying.
Shy, speak up now.
Go for it. Go ahead, Chyanne. Go for it.
Like, at least use a nice picture of me. What is this?
Well, if I told you,
like some come down.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? If you're gonna use her, at least do a nice bougie one with her like Twitter handle and Instagram. Give her some money. Do you know what I mean? Gain there.
But listen, like I said, I haven't got nothing bad to say in it. All I'm saying is the effect it's having on the younger ones. Chyanne, you've been on the app for, like I said, you've been on the app for long. You've been doing what you're doing.
I've been on this app for a while, yeah.
You've been on for a while, so I'm saying when you're doing things, you've been doing very positive things, and you've been doing a lot of negative things. But all I'm saying is, just why don't you try to allow the negative things and push more for the positive? That's all I'm saying. All you got to do is stop putting yourself, and obviously it's very difficult because, like I said, when you're coming from places in your life, no one can't speak too much. Obviously, no one can't think on your level. But I'm saying, get rid of all the negative energy that's around you, and you'll become much more of a positive person. That's all I'm saying. And if you're trying to knock me for that, then bruv, what can I say? All I'm trying to do is want to see the better for you. I don't know you, but you're bringing something to the app that younger children and people are watching. That's all I'm saying. But why can't you bring more productive than more negative?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not being funny. Like, I just do what I do, and I'm fine with what
exactly. I do. Sorry. 1 minute. Why do you guys care what Chyanne does?
Hey, Biggs, you better quiet it down because I'll bring you in.
No, 1 minute.
Biggs, don't do it.
You're talking about school skirts and shit like that, and talking about my adult content.
Why do you care what Chyanne does?
I was wearing school skirts and shit, but I'm not being funny. Have you guys ever seen me wear a fucking school skirt? I don't wear school skirts. I don't wear tutu pieces. You keep talking about this and fucking making it some with kids.
Chyanne, the problem is, you know what?
But when you say you not be direct, because we're talking about the generation in general, like, okay, the host has got your face and for the picture, that's a violation, but that's not our fault.
Looking at that.
And equally, Chyanne, have you not put yourself in dangerous situations where you got a man blocking up your house and that?
Yeah,
so people are concerned for you.
Yeah, I put myself in them situations.
Is that your situation, Luna? Is that your situation?
I'm not talking to you, Biggs. I'm talking to Chyanne, so respectfully.
It's only because you put on social media.
It's only because I publicly put my life on social media. People can judge and all this, but I'm not being funny.
It's not judging you, it's people concerned for you.
Go through situations, babe.
You're putting yourself in dangerous situations. People are concerned about you. Do you get it?
So she don't care. Why do you care so much?
Biggs, if something happens to her tomorrow, Biggs, what are you gonna do?
Bro,
Chyanne, you gonna help her?
When Chyanne was born, were you there? When Chyanne dies, are you gonna be there?
Stop coming up here for a little bit of clout. Part of your story, that's a part of my story, and I'm sure it's a part of everybody else's story.
Why do you care so much, guys?
Point was because I see the girls going through shit. I understand.
So
I
many girls
relate to
going
that.
through shit. So many guys going through shit. Don't have any care. Don't care, bro.
It's not as easy as that. People do
it's
care.
very easy.
People do care. People do care, and they're allowed to care. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a normal thing.
I know.
You're trying to say someone doesn't want to be cared about. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So what was the intention of creating this page and this?
Exactly. You're obviously putting her down. The whole intention of you making this page is to put her down.
I've never put her down. Anything that I've said, I've never put her down. If anything, I'm trying to uplift her.
Daily had a picture of her.
Show me where I put her down.
No, you.
Daily. This happened daily.
Daily used a picture of her crying for attention.
This is the first time I've come up on this live. Just saying, this is the first time I've come up on this live.
I never knew about this, right?
Daily's a very clever guy. You guys think Daily's stupid.
When they know you're vulnerable as well, they're trying to bring down my friends.
Daily's a very clever guy.
Please, let's get them taken down.
What I'm trying to say to you is, but Biggs, you keep talking about I'm a very clever guy, but you're not talking about when the children are being affected and talking about the kids. Biggs, 1 minute, Biggs. Biggs, stop talking for a minute. Stop talking for a minute. Now, stop talking. 1 minute. Biggs, when you was on the page the other day, 1 minute, Chyanne, 1 minute. I'll let you lot speak. Obviously, like I said, fair is fair. But Biggs, when you was on this page the other day, bro, and people was talking about how old was the woman that you flashed yourself to on Snapchat, you couldn't answer that, bro. When you was on my live the other day, when the
younger woman said to you that, Ra, you were buying a 16-year-old McDonald's. How comes you couldn't explain how the conversation came from that, Biggs? So how comes now, because you even said to yourself that, you know, you went into mental breakdown and all of these things, Biggs. Just saying that I'm very smart. All I'm doing is making common sense from nonsense. There's people out here that is using the internet to disrespect families in a whole and the younger ones' mindset. So if you lot are feeling that, you know, that what I'm saying is wrong, then you lot, like I said, are all corrupted, because you lot are believe what Chyanne's saying, she's getting bread. So if you lot are saying, oh, Chyanne can say she's getting money, innit? Because obviously even though she knows she's doing wrong, but anybody that's supporting it is as bad as her then.
But I'm not committing no crimes or offences. I'm just living my life.
You're not committing no offences, Chyanne. No, I'm not. All right, listen, Chyanne. Let me ask you a question. Let me hear your answer to this, Chyanne. Chyanne, let me hear your answer, please. Let me hear your answer to this. All right, then watch this then, yeah? Yes, and take away. Say, for instance, I'm a child that can't take away my child's phone, yeah? All right, cool. Say, for instance, my son or my daughter came downstairs showing you on the phone, showing off your front. What do I then tell my child about you? What do I say? What do I say to my child?
Well, you can click not interested, or you can sort that her settings
No, my
out.
child saw it. My child saw it and said, "Right, Dad, listen, this Chyanne girl, I keep seeing her come up on my screen."
How old's your child?
It doesn't matter the age.
Have you been searching me and her bar or something?
It doesn't matter. You've come up on the For You page because you're that much on there. What do I tell you? Johnny, 1 minute. Let her answer,
there's
please.
no nude content on TikTok. So
There's no what, Johnny?
What is she?
Johnny,
that's
what was
a
that?
third-party platform. If your daughter is on Twitter, that's a third-party platform that is over 18. And if your daughter's on Twitter, then that's crazy.
What was the app made for? What was the age of the app? Wait, hang on. Hey, Biggs, 1 minute.
Thank you very much.
1 minute. Hey, Biggs, what was
And
the...
I don't wear no little two-piece skirts or whatever you want to call it.
Who said two skirts?
You said something about lifting up her skirts or something and watching me saying I was dancing like a baddie. Like, what skirts have I worn?
I said, no, you misheard, love. I said, what you're doing is you're making younger girls believe that they can wear their skirts below average when they're leaving their house.
I don't, what skirt, guys?
Not you. I'm saying, listen, you listen to what you want to listen to.
You're making some sick narrative running and it ain't happening with me.
No, it's happening outside, love. Other people are watching you and acting it. Don't you understand that? Are you that young-minded to not understand that young children are seeing these things and acting it? Biggs, you was on here the other day and you was crowing down, bro. I don't want to call names of who made you crow down, but please,
Daily, you can say whatever you want. I got nothing to hide, my friend. So don't act like you're a big man, because you're nothing. You're only here for clout. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll let you have your space, Biggs.
Don't do that.
I will let you have your fun, Biggs. I'll let you have your fun.
Done nothing wrong. You just guys care too much, bro. Care about your own life. Sort your own life out. Are you perfect yourself?
Go feed your pick-me.
Are you perfect yourself?
Let me let you not talk. Let me let you not talk. It's fair to let you not speak. It's fair to let you not speak. So go for it.
Who are you to tell Chyanne what to do? Chyanne does what she wants. Chyanne, you know what? To be honest, Chyanne, do what you want, when you want, how you want, bro. How you want, as long as you're happy. That's it. Fuck everyone else. You care too much, man. Too much emotions. Fucking don't care. People have too much feelings, man.
Yeah, I know, but mind your voice. You don't want to hurt your throat.
I'm not hurting my throat, love. I'm not hurting my throat, love.
One person. There's a whole big world out there putting all of that. Oh, what she wears, what she says, what she does. Come on, man. There's a whole world out there of people doing badness than her. Why is it?
Bro, your own government is eating children, bro. Your government is eating children's blood. Come on, be serious. The government,
you can't say that your kids are watching her, but then your same kids are listening to Bashman and all kind of dirty songs and all.
The whole system's corrupted because of the governmente. Because of the governmente. What does governmente mean? Govern the mind. It comes from a Latin word. It's meant to be like this. The society is meant to be like this because they want you to be like this. Why a guy is supposed to go to work, and then the woman divorce the guy because they pay no attention to the woman because they're working. It's meant to be like this because they want you to fail. The whole system is corrupted. The whole system locked down the world in 2020 for a fucking jab. Be serious, please. Fucking wake.
Right, Biggs, you said enough now. Your voice sounds like it's tiring out. What I'm trying to say is, like I said, bro, all I'm saying is, hey, Johnny, the fact that you're talking about, bruv, go and feed your daughter. Like I said, you see all of that, bro. All of that's disrespectful, bro. And I don't need to say too much, but you see when
and then after I finish, you're putting down a young girl. It's embarrassing. If you're grown people at your grown ages and you're watching my friend daily, then go feed your pick-me, bruv. What do you think this is? You're sitting on social media posting a picture of my friend in tears on a come down of drugs. I know she posts herself over social media, but there is a big box and there's 9 people in here, so don't feel affected that I said everyone in here. The reason you've clapped back at it is because Listen, if the truth hurts, babe. I'm not going to lie to you. Do you know what I
The
mean?
truth always
If you're every day you're posting my friend on social media, but for your own benefit to gain views.
Guys, honestly, you don't really be missing out.
The youth is done out.
Show 42, please.
Chyanne, do what you want, when you want, how you want, as long as you're happy.
42 will show you.
All right, Will.i.am, go ahead anyway. Mercedes, you're gonna go as well, but go ahead, Will.i.am, go ahead.
So the thing is, realistically speaking, when it comes to this situation, this is the reason why the youth for today is finished, because this is the aspiration of what they essentially are kind of looking up to. All of the youngsters today want to conduct themselves in a manner of this, what this young lady's doing. At the end of the day, all of our actions affect each other some way, shape or form. And it's up to us as adults to see what's going on within the younger generation and protect our youngsters and the people in our family from this kind of nonsense, because all this is doing is seeding degeneracy and nonsense within our society. It is what it is at the end of the day. All you can do is...
Well, Johnny, let him speak then, Johnny. Johnny, you're going to speak, but let him speak so you can speak then, Johnny. It's fair, innit? All right, I know you're upset. Wait, Johnny, with respect, I know you're upset for Chyanne. I get that, you're with her, I get that. But let him speak so you can reply.
Because it's one of those, it's literally one of them ones. All we can do is for those that are watching this and obviously have a semblance of morals or whatever, you need to learn from this interaction, because the conversation that's being had here, this is what they want. This young lady's behavior is not going to change. It's just going to continue to deteriorate until it goes left. And then obviously it's going to be a case of when she hits them deeper ages, she's going to be bitter. And then some simp is going to come and take her, like, look after her, so on and so forth. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Can I just come in?
1 minute, let him finish. Tasha, 1 minute, let him finish with respect. 1 minute.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's literally just a case of use this for those that obviously want to put themselves in a position where their life doesn't become dysfunctional. Just learn from this situation, because ultimately speaking, those that are involved, that are continuing to portray these behaviours, are not going to change. So it's where just learn from these people's mistakes.
As you can see, she's gone off now. I'm going to disagree with something you said, Will.i.am. I work with a lot of children. I'm around a lot of children. I have been for many years. And children they're not all going to turn out this way. I disagree with you. And I have to say as well, I disagree with the fact that she may turn the corner. And I think that is what the host has said initially. That's what I heard hours ago when I was travelling home on the bus, that we're hoping that she changes her behaviour. That is what we're looking at, and I don't think children act out in certain ways. They can come from a fantastic background, or they can come from a bad background. Children will be children, but we're talking about someone who chooses to do these things, right or wrong. And I'm not going to be on this live and slag the girl off. As I've said when she was on here, I don't like some of her behaviours at all. I really don't, and I just hope that she can change her ways in the future.
Tash, I hear you. But the thing is, this is where it's so important to be able to understand the current climate that we're living in. These type of behaviours are rewarded. This very app. If you're talking sense and you're doing positivity and so on and so forth, you are held back. If you're doing a madness, you're rewarded with gifts and you're getting paid. It's an incentive. So in terms of this situation, if you could be a young person on this app and earn more money than your parents ever did working in 2 jobs and 9 to 5 and so on and so forth. So it's incentivized. And the only way, unfortunately, within this society, the only time that people change their behaviors is when it goes left. And when it does go left, the only way they can change their behavior is if they're lucky enough to be able to survive whatever happens. And that's when they start changing their behavior.